Queens flips the script. Ooh, Queens flips the script. You better open your ears and open your eyes. You're gonna hear stories that will leave you surprised. Cause Queens flips the script. Oh. Yo, I have to say.
G-Money!
Yo.
What's up, man? You good?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
This is a new one for us, but we haven't did an episode like this in a long time.
I've been telling you, I think it's time, man.
Yeah,
I think it's time to go back.
You've been telling me.
It's time to go back to the...
So, I mean, before we get to our guests, we haven't did an episode like this where we invite someone, just someone that is not of the hip-hop or, you understand what I mean, like in the media or social type things or, this
and the gang stuff, all that stuff, we different.
Stuff. Yeah.
Different.
Beautiful woman that we have in the building. I'm excited about this. How you feel, G?
I'm good, man. I got one of the most exclusive, most exciting hugs of my life just now.
What do you mean exciting, G?
I didn't... Well,
you did tell her that you have sweats on. Be careful. I didn't know what that meant.
You know what that means, man.
No, please do not assume that I know what things mean. I don't.
Should I break it down to you, or
no? Should you?
No, I'll leave it. But the ones who tuned in know what, when the fellas wear sweats, it's usually means something. And
wipe him off.
We didn't introduce you yet, so we don't like the guests that talk until we introduce them. You have to get it too.
No, but you got white around your mouth.
Oh, okay. So G,
flip you.
G, don't G, jail G. You can't like people that quick, G.
Come on,
it's
man.
It's against the rules.
I had one of the best hugs of my life just now.
It was a nice hug.
Life changing.
Very.
With a song attached to it.
Dope. We're back. How was your week, real quick?
Week was fine.
Last
was
episode
great.
was dope. Shout out to Rafa.
Rafa, Skip.
It was a dope episode.
Happy to see him, man. Big fan of his work. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Michelle. She's in the building.
Is she still getting
she almost
fired?
Got fired. Yeah, I want to fire her bad. I do.
Oh man.
I want to fire. How's Basco? He's all right.
Basco's good.
I've been trying to get rid of him as well.
Well, he does good work though.
I know. I don't like when things go too perfect. When things are good, I want things to go bad.
Should we hire like someone who's not so perfect and then
have
them just shake it up a little bit?
Yes.
Oh man.
You have any sponsors today?
Oh man. Hold on.
Sucker.
Hold on.
Sucker.
Sponsor alert. Big sponsor alert.
Don't touch me.
Sponsor alert. And I brought something for you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? You always say, oh, gee, you got the sponsors, you didn't bring that. Yo, look, man. Shout out to the boy, King Dave, man. Hold on. He got a whole joint here. What's it at? Let me see. Shout out to King Dave. He's from Queens, too. You know what I'm saying? He got a project out. He's a hip-hop artist, content creator from Southside Jamaica, Queens, man. King Dave. You know what I'm saying? Get excited, man. Get excited for this one, Flip. Get excited. No? I got you a shirt, man. No? Listen, let me show you something. Shout out to King Dave, right? Look, so listen. Get this shirt right here. You can actually scan the shirt and get the whole project. Let me show you right now. Look on the show. Look. Take a picture of the joint. Let me see. Boom, right there. Go to the website right there. It'll show you all the music right there on the joint. You see that? Look. Get excited, man. Come on. Here you go, man. Here you go.
Yo,
Merry Christmas, bro.
Yo.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie. That's hot. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Look at this. Look.
Oh, my God.
Savant. You know what I'm saying? Got the whole joint. The whole project is here. You know what I'm saying? You should be excited about this one, man.
Shout out to Queens, man. What's the name of it? What's the name of this?
King Dave. This is the King
Shout out
Dave.
to King Dave, man. Salute to you. I appreciate the shirt. I don't really wear shirts, but shout out to you because I think that, and the reason why I'm shouting you out because that was extremely creative. The fact that you can take a picture of it and get I don't know how many people gonna do. Let me stop. Shout out to King Dave. I appreciate you, Queens.
He got the album out. Jazz Rappers on the album. You know Jazz.
How much he pays you, man?
I mean, this is.
You got a whole list. Can we go?
The whole thing. Look at this, man. King, you know what I'm saying? Look at this.
Yeah, G, hurry up.
Project is out now. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. You know what I'm saying? Is this what he doing, man? King Dave shirts forever. This the logo. You know, this what we doing, man. King Dave, Southside, what up? You know, Queen, stand up, man.
Shout out to King Dave. But G-Money,
yo,
episode 185.
Nigga, we made it.
We got a special guest. Woo. Call Queen, flip the script. Oh. Okay, G-Money, it's okay.
Pop the joint off now, see?
Let
me see. Let's go. Still there. We good.
I met this guest on Instagram, and the people loved her.
Yeah.
She popped in my live. I think I don't know if I was still in Jamaica, but she popped in. She just captivated me with her voice and her knowledge, and who she is and her story. And I'm gonna let her tell it. And she smells good. She may get me in trouble tonight. This turned me on. Let me stop talking like that. But round of applause for Miss Gina Fletcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
You shy?
No,
I know you ain't shy.
no.
How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you? Is this mic supposed to be right here?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Don't your voice project? You know how to do it, right?
I think she was. Never mind.
Are you going to?
You have an amazing crew here. They're the bomb.
Thank you.
What's his name? Bassy, the most gentle, still waters. He is, just respectable, diplomatic. He's your frontline person. He makes it look good for you.
Thank you.
This kid, Bassy.
Basky.
I keep saying Bassy. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you name yourself that. It's Basco, but Basky, yeah.
He's beautiful.
Very nice. To hear that from you about him, for somebody else outside to acknowledge his work and efforts is amazing. Because we had some people try to make lies about us, but we passed that, and you came and you told the truth.
Well, that's my truth. Their truth might be different.
Yeah, well, no, truth is the same.
No.
One truth.
Okay.
Everybody, how are you? Why you acting all shy? Word, you acting shy now?
I'm not shy at all. I'm just ready.
Ready.
Ready for what?
Whatever you want to do
So.
in this conversation.
Why are you looking at me like that? Like seduction.
Like seduction.
He continues with these innuendos, these sexual innuendos that have nothing to do with our energy. But you're so used to women, I guess, seeing you as a god that sometimes.
Well, Michelle said the same thing about me. I do
Really?
Not sexual way, not attraction, but as far as the innuendos that I do these things, I turn things from something into something else.
That's called flipping.
The script.
Oh, I see what you did
But
there.
would you mind? I want to say. Let me say what your story captivated me
Yes.
because you told me that
Seriously, yeah.
for 2 years you were on crack, right? And that and also you said can you tell the group that you taught vocal lessons to?
Denroy Morgan has some children called Morgan Heritage. And I come from a musical background anyway. But Denroy Morgan saw me walking down Bushwick Avenue. And he didn't know I was smoking crack, but I was singing with earphones on and he heard me. And Denroy Morgan did a song called I'll Do Anything for You. Right.
Yeah.
So he's heard me and he said, I want to talk to you. And he had a home on Cornelia Street. I think he still has it now. He has like 25 children. And I believe 10 or 11 were at the house. And he had a studio in the back. And they were all just enamored with, if I look at you, where do I look? Anywhere? Can I just, okay.
The camera's right there. This is your
I have to
camera,
look at the
right?
camera?
But you look at me.
Okay, good. So what happened was that he just pulled me in his home and asked me if I could give vocal lessons, and that's what I do. And so the group Morgan Heritage, Peter, Una, and Grandpa, they won a Grammy. I don't want to say that. They won a Grammy last year. So they're very productive, and
Oh, I see them. So the song I'll do anything. Is that song?
No, that's their father. Morgan Heritage is the
He
group.
made that song or the one I'm saying?
Yes.
There's a woman on it.
No, he made that song. That's Denroy Morgan.
Anything you want, right to you. Yeah.
I gotta hear
Think I'm a fool
that. I gotta
for
hear
you. You don't believe me?
That's the fire
No,
right there.
I just want to hold on. Let me just. I believe. I just want to. It's not coming to me.
Okay. Well, you're kind of young, so I'm 60.
That's a classic joint.
Oh,
So
are you?
Yeah, I'm 60 years old. That's Denroy Morgan.
Oh, okay. We can't really play that.
Yeah.
Because of copyright.
That's the fire. I still play that now.
Really?
I'll do the
So you were walking and he just saw you?
Yeah.
Why did he see-
No, he heard me. Heard me singing.
Where were you singing? On the street?
I had earphones on, It's just in me. I can't help it.
How long did you work with them for?
For a few months, because I started smoking crack. And he came upstairs. I was smoking Woolers crack with weed in it. And he smelled it. and came upstairs and put me out the house.
How did he put
Seriously.
you out?
Just asked me to leave. Oh, he's a gentleman. He was a gentleman.
That's anything. Same. Left me stuck.
Oh, man.
Why? What are you stuck about? Tell me.
I mean, you're so forward about smoking crack.
Well, see, when you mean forward, I don't understand why that's a big deal. Authenticity and transparency. Why is that? Why is that like awesome? You know, I'm going to say this to you. I appreciate this, honestly. I really do. But and I know I'm amazing. I know that my story to you is provocative and ostentatious. But I know some people who have been through some of the same things, and we talk about it regularly. And I was surprised that you wanted me to come here just to tell my story, because it's just my story. It's not a big deal. You know, I'm not. I'm just regular. You know.
I mean, with some people, you know, things like that, people don't want to maybe admit to or talk about freely. You know what I'm saying? And comfortably.
I guess so.
You
right.
seem to come through in your skin.
Yeah, because I smoked crack because I hated my skin. I hated myself. I hated Gina. I was born in. My father was a recording artist. His name is Sam Fletcher, and he had 2 albums. Had a record deal. We moved to California to View Park when I was about 4. He toured with everybody, and then he started shooting dope. His name is Sam Fletcher. You'll see me here, and he lost everything. And so when I was 11, my mother tried to burn my house down with my father in it because he was abusive at that time. He hit her one time because he was shooting dope, and they took all of us, 5 of us, and sent us to Brooklyn to live with my grandmother, where she was a very religious, church-going, sanctified woman. So she had my mother's 5 kids in her home she was raised, because my mother was drinking, my father was shooting dope. So the grandmother becomes the most important role model in the home at that time. So I became extremely responsible, and it was important for me to protect my brothers and sisters, you know. And so I was grown early, and because of that, my childhood was minimized. And so when I got grown, I didn't know how to deal with my feelings. I didn't know how to deal with anything, and I hated myself. Let me tell you something about self-hate. Religion is the opiate of the masses. I was born and raised in a holiness church right on Bedford and Bergen, Washington Temple. Went there Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Very religious. Sang in the church, in the usher board, in the junior choir, in the prison ministry. I was a bishop's personal secretary, all that. And wound up smoking crack anyway. All that religiosity and no relationship with God led me to sell my body and smoke crack, because I didn't understand how this God, this European white Jesus in the church, loved me, and I hated me. I couldn't understand it. It was a dissonance. It was a spiritual dissonance. So I tried to find ways to fill the void. I hated my butt. I was pigeon-toed. I hated the fact that I thought I had big lips. I thought I have skinny fingers, that they were like a witch. I thought all kind of negative images of myself. And so I felt if I was ugly, that I'm not going to get a man. I thought all that stuff, and never thought about my gifts. So drugs, unfortunately, is an amazing panacea. Drugs take away everything. Unfortunately, the thing you use to take it away becomes the problem. So I had to smoke crack every day. I was teaching, and in Brooklyn, I worked at a place at the Y, but it was another place. It was an alternative school for at-risk children, at-risk youth, and I was a teacher there. I had great jobs. People have always loved me, and I didn't understand how I didn't like me. How could I not have liked my body? I was told for a long time. One of the reasons why I lick my lips all the time, and I noticed that about myself, watching myself the other day, because I was told I had big lips. I was told I had liver lips for years. So I made sure I had chapstick, Vaseline, Carmex, anything, just to keep my lips moist. Because if you had chapped lips in the hood, it's ugly. You know what I mean? And big butt and pigeon-toed. So my body image was horrendous, and so crack became the thing that made me feel wonderful. So every day for 2 years, yes, you can ask me anything.
you know, and we like to take things step at a time.
You want to take things up? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with you.
Your father, was he born in Tennessee, Memphis? Is that-
Memphis, yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to talk because I'm reading about your father right here. Say he was born in rural Tennessee, grew up in Memphis. His family was part of COGIC, which is a
It's called Kojic, Church of God in Christ.
thank you, Kojic, thank you. So they have a whole. This is your father. So, what? How many children did he have in all?
My father, with my mother, 4. But my mother had, he had 4 with us.
Okay, and you were the oldest.
Yes, I'm the oldest.
Okay, so bring us to what do you remember about your father?
Everything. He was amazing. He was a great father. But you know what's so deep about that? When he started shooting dope, but see, when he got the record deal, he moved us to California, right near Baldwin Hills. And we had a maid, we had a pool. You know how what happens when you get a record deal. RCA Victor, the record deal, 2 albums. He was the first black man on the Dinah Shore show. Barbara Streisand had a first appearance with him. You know, a lot of good things. You know, I don't want to name drop, but it's not a big deal to me. But a lot of great things happened. But the heroin, people he shot dope with. And this other comedian talked to my mother on live not long ago because he heard my father's song. Donald Rawlings heard my father. And he called, requested whatever, and we talked to him. And my mother gave him some information about who my father shot dope with. And so he was like, wow, you know, my father was really, really amazing. But the heroin, can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Heroin fucked him up.
So when did you realize that he was doing drugs? Like,
Well,
at what age did you realize it?
I was like 9 or 10. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize till older. But I do. The only thing I remember is a spoon in the bathroom. Spoon in the bathroom. I remember that. So, at 11, my father came home one night from a club, from singing, and he smacked my mother. I never hit my mother before. He was high. And my mother fixed food. She sent us to her friend's house. She put solution of bleach and ammonia on 3 different rooms and set the house afire. He didn't die. He woke up. The firemen came. They took us away from my mother and father and sent us to my grandmother's house. I was 11.
Let's slow down. Let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
So you think that he started doing dope because he was in the army? They said that he went to the army.
He went to Army, yeah.
Yeah, he was in the
yes.
Korean War.
Are you doing your work, research?
Yeah, of course. I mean, his name is here. He has a name. You know,
Yeah.
his name is here. So you think it's because the army did that to him?
No.
No. Okay. So do you remember him being regular without shooting dope? Or do you think that he may have always been on dope?
No. Here's the thing about my father.
Thank you.
Religion. I'm unafraid. Religion, Christianity, the church, I believe, destroys a lot of people. That's what I personally believe. My father was an amazing. Matter of fact, my father, the way he met my father, the way he met my mother, he was traveling with some preachers because singers always travel with preachers, evangelists. He came to the church. My mother was 17. He was whatever in his 20s, and he saw my mother, but he was singing. And many times when you travel with preachers, whatever, you're not treated right. You don't get paid right, and people, all kind of stuff happens. So my father was singing with people, and then in the industry, a lot of things happen. And sometimes the wondering if I'm doing the right thing along with what society wants you to do, and then this religion that tells you you're wrong if you do anything, it causes confusion. And when you're confused spiritually, I believe you need something to make you feel better. Some people go to gambling. Some people go to food. Some people go to heroin. Some people go to something to quiet the noise in here. So I believe my father was so messed up with religion that, because when your belief system is not sure, then the way you live your life is unstable. If you don't know what you believe, then everything else kind of seems like too far away. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
So you think that the religion might have done that to him?
That's what I believe. I believe the confusion.
Okay.
Did your mom say anything? Like, what's her point of view of your dad?
My mother, to this day, adores him. They divorced. He married somebody else. To this day, when this comedian played my father's song on live, my mother heard it. My mother started crying.
Wow.
I mean,
What's the name of the song she played?
The Look of Love. Yeah. She started crying.
That's real.
I think I'm going to do something with one of my father's songs. You know, like Natalie Cole did with Nat King Cole? I think I'm going to do that now that I'm thinking about it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the night that your mom tried to set the house on fire.
Oh, I remember that. I remember it very well.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah. I just told you the story.
That's a sample right there. I ain't gonna lie. Basco, get the machine out.
That's Daddy.
Oh nah. That's fire.
Is in your eyes. I never thought about doing that one. But can't deny. Sing, Daddy.
I'm about to go cook up.
Thank
with that.
you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
I ain't
So
gonna lie to you.
okay. So
Wow.
I know you told us. Be strong, Miss Gina. Don't let me flip the script on you.
You can't put the script on me. You
been
can't.
flipping
You cannot. Nothing is make me uncomfortable. I just feel and I cry a lot. You know, that's my daddy. That's my father. How can I not feel that energy in here? He's here. He's here. So if I cry, it's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It make you uncomfortable. I might flip the script on you.
I just want to make sure.
No,
you're
I just
okay.
love you. Come on.
Thank you. So tell us about. I know you told us to. You know, we cut you off, but tell us about that night. He slapped moms. Wow.
But and he never hit my mom. He never hit her before. Ever. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I don't know why. She might. If you meet her, she'll tell you. She's just as expressive as I am. Matter of fact, it's my mother, so you know. But all I know was that she said, "Go to Miss Vashti's house," and we came outside, and she came to us afterwards. She said, "Y'all better call the fire department." And we looked outside, and our house was on fire.
In
This
LA.
is
In
no
LA.
joke. Los California, yes, on Crenshaw Boulevard. Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, no, not Crenshaw. Second Avenue, I think. I think we lived on Second Avenue. It wasn't Long Beach. No, it was Second Avenue. I'm almost sure.
So, did they find out your mother did that?
Yes, the police came. What do you mean they find out? My mother didn't run nowhere. The police came.
Gangster.
She got arrested. They took us to a home. As a matter of fact, 1972, it was the September Olympics because we went to a foster care home for about 3 days with a lady named Miss Mays. And it was temporary foster care for like 3 or 4 days. All 5 of us went. Then my grandmother sent for all 5 of us to come back to Brooklyn. I remember that vividly. My mother started drinking alcohol to the point of inebriation every day because she couldn't deal with my father's addiction. So they were both devastated by drugs, both of them.
So you came to New York to live with who? Which
My grandmother.
From
42 Maple Street.
From who mother was that? Your dad's?
My mother's mother.
Okay. You know, somebody keep calling you, Miss Gina.
I think somebody's coming to bring me something. You want to answer? You can answer.
You just check it real quick. Yeah, let's get it real quick.
Can I? Or you edit this, don't you?
No.
You don't edit it? I heard you edit it.
They lied to you.
That's what I heard.
She did some research on us, huh?
Hello? Who was this? Oh, okay. I gotta call you later. I gotta call you back. It's not even important. I thought it was somebody else.
I hope you're not watching the show right now. He not important. You just
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, I'm not seeing anybody right now. Go ahead, baby.
So, then they took you from your mom. So how long you were with your mom's mom for? How long did you didn't see your mom again? Did your mom go to prison?
Hell no. 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 No way. My grandfather had money at that time. My grandfather owned a candy store on Putnam and Grand. Okay. And he was a longshoreman. And my grandmother had a home at 42 Maple Street. Right? They're called Whitestones. And my mother came to Brooklyn to stay with us for a while. But she was drinking so heavily. She was drunk every day. I picked her off the street. I mean, and my mother's physically like a beautiful woman. She'd be on the street with, you know, she would strip. My grandmother would sit by the phone and she'd get a call and they say, yes, this is she. Where is she? And she said, y'all go get your mother. Me and my sister would go get my mother. And she'd come home and go to sleep because she couldn't deal with my father's addiction. Mm-hmm. This was the love of her life. And he was shooting dope and he had a woman. And the dream was lost. My mother had lost everything, the home. And so she couldn't deal with it. So alcohol was the best way she could deal with it. And she drank to get obliterated every time. And she's been sober almost 30 years now. Wow. Yeah.
Shout out to mom. I'm close to mom, man.
Yeah. I just lost 2 brothers, so yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Are those applause?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's for Mom Dukes being sober, man. 30 years. So, talk to us a little bit more. I know you said earlier you were basically raised, you know, yourself and your siblings, but like talk to us more about that. Like,
well, not raised myself. Like? As an older child, not just but in the black community especially. Usually, older children become very maternal. You know, especially if you're a girl. And my grandmother was in her 50s, and she had her daughter's 5 children, and her daughter was getting drunk. So I couldn't even imagine what she went through. She had to put all of us in school, homework. So I had to help. I became what they call the chief enabler, right? I became the person to make sure that I lived out my grandmother's wishes and make sure my brothers and sisters didn't cause any trouble, that we made sure we kept the place clean, you know, because our mother was gone, our father was gone, so my grandmother was the caretaker. So we had to make sure we were okay. And by the grace of God, we were very, very close with our parents using. That happens a lot with parents using and grandmother stepping in and the oldest child becoming the parentified child, they call it, the one with the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. You know what I mean?
Dad, when you was in Brooklyn, you guys didn't speak to Dad anymore?
Oh, no, we didn't. And you know what? I just mentioned that. I was thinking about that yesterday. As much as I loved and adored him, well, see, addiction just keeps you from doing a lot of stuff. But there were some times when he had a semblance of reality. He was not, he could have done more. I hold him in such high esteem, but he could have done more for us. And my mother still, out of everything, forgives him and loves the shit out of him. For real. After everything. He was remarried. You hear me?
Because reading this, they said that he was arrested in Los Angeles on narcotic charges, and then he went to rehabilitation.
He went to rehab. He went to a place called Synanon. Synanon was one of the first rehabs. He went with some celebrities here.
How did you know that at the time?
I didn't know.
Oh, you found out after?
Yeah, I found out later. Yeah.
And then he went to rehab, and he said he was injured in a street robbery in the early '80s.
They say that he got hit and his eye was lost. They say
his eye was lost.
He got hit in the street. Somebody hit him in the street, and one of his eyes were lost or something like that. I don't know about that.
So you guys were just in Brooklyn and didn't have any contact with him at all?
No, he couldn't. My father was Capricorn too. My father was the kind of man. If he didn't have $100, he wouldn't give you $1. He wanted to give you all of it or nothing. That's the kind of man he was, you know. And his shame and guilt, because he didn't want to leave us. He didn't want to leave us. He knew. When I got married, he gave me away, 1987. And he said he was so devastated seeing us that he wasn't with us. He was so hurt because of his decision to abandon us. And we know it. We saw it. He didn't mean to do it. He didn't mean to. But he was so beat down by his own self-esteem. He was beat down. You know what I mean? So I forgive him. I understand.
Tell us what it was like growing up in Brooklyn for you.
The bomb. The bomb. Dope. A young black girl in Brooklyn. Dope. The bomb. I went to PS 92. I went to IS 320. I went to Erasmus. I went to Prospect Heights, Prostitute Heights they call it, because in Erasmus, I was bullshit. I'm sorry. My mother hates when I use expletives and use certain language. But I had so much fun at Erasmus because my mother came back to New York. She got an apartment on Flatbush Avenue. and we smoked weed with my mother. We could smoke weed with her at that time. So my friends, I was 14, 15, 16, 17. So my friends knew, oh, your mother smokes weed. It was cool. So people would come over to our home, and we played bid whist all the time. I was 15 playing bid whist. You know,
What's that?
bid whist is a game. It's a higher level of game than spades. Spades is what plebeians play, but whist is what grown people play. Y'all play spades? Oh, I'm so sorry to call you plebeians.
I can play a little bit. I play a little bit of spades.
I don't play spades at all.
What's the game you said? Bid what?
Bid whist.
Bid whist.
It's a grown people's game.
Grown people. All right.
It's the bomb though. You talk shit, and you know. It's similar to spades. Similar.
So you can smoke weed at your house with Mama Love, and then like, cause she got an apartment, and then
She got an apartment at 593 Flatbush Avenue, and around the corner from 42 Midway.
so then what how was it then? Like, what was the next steps? You know,
My mother wasn't drinking; she was smoking weed.
So she was sober.
Yeah, she was
Nice.
sober. Wasn't
Shout out.
smoking weed. She stopped. I told you she stopped drinking, and our life, my life. So now, see what happens is when the parents gets better, the person who's been taking care of them, they no longer have a project. Like in a relationship, if you have a person who's treating you bad and you always doing for them, when they start waking up and getting better, then you go, well, am I necessary now? Am I important? So I had to focus on myself. So I was 17. I went to City College, and I started going to after-hour spots. Right, I started hanging out up in Harlem. So I started sniffing cocaine. Now I'm in church now. I'm in church, and wow, my life story. This is deep. So I'm in church, Washington Temple on Bedford and Bergen, and I'm going to college. But I'm very active in the church because they say I have a gift. They said I had a gift. So I was doing everything in church, and but the streets were calling because I went to City College and I was very active in Black Lives Information. It wasn't Black Lives then, but Leonard Jeffries, and I was very active in City College. Marches, sit-ins, petitions. So I started smoking weed and simple cocaine, and I knew in my mind that there was something with men and money. That's how we start connecting, really, because you had a question that said, what is a whore, remember? So I knew that there was a connection in after-hour spots. And that stayed in my head. That stayed in my mind for some reason. So I went to school for 5 years, and all that time in City College in Harlem, so much to do in Harlem. So I met a lot of people, did a lot of things. But then my great-grandmother, who was the church mother, came to me and said that God was going to kill me. Her words were, "You're messing with your coffin screws." That's what she told me. And I got terrified of going to hell. So I stopped smoking weed. I stopped sniffing cocaine. I started going to church. Back to church. I mean, like, obsessively. Very active. I got saved, sanctified. I filled with the Holy Ghost. And I met my ex-husband. And what else you want to know? I have so many branches. You ask the questions.
I want to know what it was like for you the first time you sniffed coke. Take us to that day if you remember the first.
In the
first
after-hour
time.
spot.
Your first time.
I think
though.
144th Street. I'm probably over there.
Like what made you want to do it that day? Like what happened that day that made you?
I
want to
can't
sniff
remember that day. I remember the crack, but simple cocaine was part of the lifestyle in after-hour spot. After-hour spot. You ever been to after-hour spot? Ever been there?
I mean, probably different now, but yeah.
No, I'm talking about then, like 40 years ago. 40 years ago.
Well, no, we not.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, and how old are you, young man?
33.
Oh God, my son is 30. Okay, so after-hour spots were where grown people would go and everything was closed.
Yeah, I mean we have those now, but just I'm sure it's a little
Well,
different.
after-hour spots were at that time. You know what? People try to say that young people now do crazy stuff and sexual stuff, but let me tell you something. In my generation, that's why we got to stop singing that shit. My generation, sex was free and loose. All kind of stuff happened. So they talk about young kids nowadays. That's what we did then. We was reckless. We were reckless.
Reckless
so,
how?
Oh, sexually with drugs, man. My generation.
But I mean, the generation now gets crazy too. So that's
No,
why
no, 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 no. Our generation.
Give me an
was
example
very
of
loose.
crazy. Not necessarily you, but just an example of what a crazy reckless night would be at the
Sex
hospital.
and drugs. That's you know.
That's what goes on now.
No, I'm talking about to the point where
Was it group sex?
it was all kind of sex. The kind of sex y'all do, you know.
I don't have sex. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have sex. But so
So the cocaine was like, you'd have to be in. What happened in after hours spots? It would be like in a bill, dollar bill, $50 bill, and it would be passed. It wasn't like today where people would steal the money. It was totally different. This is before freebase. This is before crack, where it was almost, and I don't want to say it to glamorize it. It was almost like food in a party. Cocaine would be in a bowl. Cocaine would be, you sniff it and you eat and you go home and you go to sleep and you do what you do. It wasn't you stay up for 4 days and don't go home and don't feed your kids. That happened later on. The devastation of addiction came later on.
what happened? You said you met your ex-husband in the after-hour spot.
No, I didn't say that.
Where do you meet your ex-husband?
At church.
Church.
In church. Forgive me.
yeah.
Sorry. You met him in church. Your
I had a
ex-husband.
dual life.
Tell us what it was like being married to your ex-husband.
Now, let me say this first before I talk about him. I got to talk about, keep it on me. My ex-husband right now is a bishop in New York. And I had to look at the part that I played in the marriage and the divorce. I don't want to hurt him. There are some things that happened between us that, you know what? If he would say something, then I would respond to that if he mentioned it. Mm-hmm. But when I was married to him and dated him, I didn't like me. So I allowed a lot of things to happen because I didn't stand up for myself. I didn't have any confidence. He is an amazing musician. He wasn't a preacher at that time. He was a musician. His father was a bishop of a borough of Long Island, and he was like the prodigal son. And he met me, and I could sing a little bit, and he played the organ, and we were going to be a team, like a team. And we dated 5 years, and after we got married, it was the worst 3 years of my life. We were married for 3 years. It was horrible.
How old were you?
I was 27. No, I was 22 when I met him. I got married to him when I was 27. I got married.
So, but you stopped being in the street? Like, okay.
Oh, yeah. After shut everything down, I was focused on being saved, filled with the Holy Ghost, and going to heaven.
Because what Grandma told you as well.
And not just that, I knew that the cocaine and the weed was trying to take me someplace else. So the religion, my grandmother kind of not saved me, but wanted me to come back. And then in church, if you're young woman, the thing is you want to get married. You want to get married and have a husband. That's the thing. You want to get a family. You got to get a husband. And you want to get a preacher or musician if you're in the church. That's the truth. Anybody say different, they lying.
So how long after you guys got married, things went left?
You know what? I allowed my ex-husband to hit me before we got married. I married him even after he hit me. I allowed it before. I should have never married him, but I allowed that.
Why did he hit you?
Why did he hit me?
Mm-hmm.
Because of his own stuff, his own sickness. Why did I allow it? See, that's why, it's important. I know what he did was wrong. He never should have put. But I know the part I played. I had to be accountable for marrying somebody who I knew did not cherish me. I knew it. I thought I could make him a different person. And when you're trying to make somebody do something, they flip on you. It's amazing how your name keeps coming up in these conversations. Really. Really. When you try to change a man, it'll flip. Because I don't have the power, but I thought I did. So the physical abuse was just part of it. It was a dance. And I allowed it.
So what was the last straw? You didn't have any children with him, did you?
No, no,
What was it? And you wasn't on crack at this time.
no. What happened was, we dated 5 years and we got married after the first year. Well, not the first year. He was seeing women the whole time. After the first year, he started going into the ministry. He was called to the ministry. So now he was a preacher. So you know what? Preachers comes pussy. Simple. No question. And he was a musician. And musicians comes pussy. Right. So I was a little wife and I was insecure, jealous, fearful, wasn't focused on me. So I honed in on him. And when I did that, he hated it. He hated me. He hated it. And he showed me. He let me know by his behavior. And the last straw was I was sniffing cocaine, right? I started sniffing cocaine again because he was seeing this girl, got this girl pregnant, got her pregnant 3 times. She didn't have the baby. I was getting ready to say her name too, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, boy. I realized at the time that maybe he doesn't love me if he hits me. Maybe he doesn't love me. Can you believe that? I said maybe he doesn't love me, and he hit me. I thought I could make him a better person. I thought I could make him stop hitting me. I thought if I just have sex enough, if I cook certain foods, if I, shit. I can't believe I allowed that. So, but after we would fight, or not fight, after he hit me, the sex would be the coup de grace, the sex, Then he would be nice. So I wanted him to be nice. So maybe I allowed him so he could be nice. Anyhow, I went to California, and he came to get me because he realized I started smoking crack then. And he came to get me and said, we're going to get back together. We broke up for a minute. He put me in a hotel because he was ashamed of me in Long Island. Stayed there for about a week, went back home. And I couldn't take it anymore. The woman he was seeing came to the house, to the apartment in Freeport. And I couldn't take it. I left and started smoking crack in the street every day for 2 years. I lost my mind. And he divorced me. Oh yeah, he had enough sense to divorce me. Can you imagine somebody like me who actually likes myself now that I allowed somebody to put their hands on me? I can't believe that about myself. Because what happens is that the woman inside begins to say, who am I? Who am I to? Why do I need this person so much to make me feel amazing? What is it about him that I need to make me feel amazing? Why can't I have it already in here? Mm-hmm. Why is it not in here? Because that will attract me a brother who is amazing if I believe that. So if I believe I'm shit, then I'll attract somebody who is shit also. So if I get a nigga who does that, what does that say about me? You know what I mean? If I get a liar, how did I attract the liar? How did I attract the cheater? What's going on with my energy? So I can go on tangents. I just,
So at this time, like, what's your family saying to you, your siblings? And
I didn't tell anybody. I told nobody. He was nobody, because I knew they would kill him. Because I thoroughly believe that if that Jesus is going to change him, that you just pray and let the Lord deal with your husband, and you just be the doting wife. Eventually he will change. Just take it. He's going to change. I believe that in my head. Has scriptures to back it up. All kind of stuff. We were going to evangelize the world. As a matter of fact, he told me one time, he said, a lot of preachers have women. You just got to pray and just chill. We'll be back home. I'm telling you. Unfortunately. So, why are you breathing like that? Is this a lot of information?
No, come on, it's okay. Stop it. So
what do you mean stop it? I'm just...
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm authentically concerned about you. I'm not playing with you. I'm serious.
Thank you.
Okay. No, you took the time to send for me to hear my story. I am honored, really. I'm not trying to. I have no other agenda
I don't
but
think
to
you
thank
do.
you. Seriously,
Yeah, I just don't like when attention don't mean too much.
it's not attention. It's just accolades. It's just appreciation. You can't
Thank
receive
you very
that.
much.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't like accolades.
Why? You deserve it. Why don't you like accolades? Why not?
I don't know.
It put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You have nothing to do with that. God gave you that. Receive that from God.
Corner for me over here. No,
Wow, G Money, you got something to say to me, man?
no, you're my friend. You go ahead.
No. I'm sarcastic. See, you see, so
Two Leos.
Yeah.
My son's a Leo too.
Wow, look at that.
My son, my uncle, my best friends. Two of my best friends are all Leos.
Energy is, you know.
it's real. Yeah, you can't get rid of us.
I love you. I love you.
Tell us about the time where you started doing crack, because that's something that that, you told me your flip. I remember that day when we spoke on live.
That's when I became a prostitute.
You started smoking woolers. Now, woolers, for the people that don't know, what is woolers?
Well, there are categories of combinations of drugs.
Okay.
Right? There's the primos. That's the sick tobacco with powder cocaine mix. Why am I going through this catalog? Damn. Hierarchy of drugs. Rulers is weed and crack mixed together.
Okay.
Primos is tobacco and cocaine. Then they have cocktails. Then all kind of stuff. I don't want to get into that. That's not.
Okay, you don't want to get into that.
No, it's not important to know the hierarchy of
I want
drugs.
to know. No, I want to know. But
Have you ever smoked crack before?
no.
Oh.
So
Why you?
You never smoked crack either?
Nah.
No, I don't see you smoking crack.
what in the world?
You hurt me.
Gee.
I'm good, man.
Woolers is basically weed and crack put together.
Yeah.
That sounds.
In
It's
what?
a sweet combination, unfortunately.
In a cigarette.
No. And just wraps,
Right. Okay, so you started smoking woolers because you wanted to. You told me. I asked you who got you to
with
do
my
it.
brother Ira, who just died
Rest in peace.
October 21st,
2000.
2019. 2018. Because my brother Courtney died 2017. He was 43. Ira was 41. I was 53.
So your brother got you to smoke woolers.
Yeah.
And you try it.
He didn't get me. Nobody gets anybody to do anything. Nobody forced anybody. I made a choice.
Understand.
He didn't put no gun to my head. No, I made a choice. Because I wanted to see what it was. I wanted to get high. I wanted to go to another level. I was smoking weed. So I heard about the crack and I heard the mixture combination. I tried. I didn't know it was going to be amazing. Because unfortunately, the feeling of crack takes you someplace else you don't want to be. It's amazing. However, it's temporary and you can't stay there. And you got to be high all the time to stay there. So it takes a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of degradation, a lot of toll on your body. Seriously. So I did the journey for 2 years.
And that's what we want to know about that journey.
It was what do you want to know? What you want to know? Tell me.
Don't do that because see.
Tell me if you still care about me. Tell me if you still care. Didn't you feel the same way too? You feel the energy right there? You feel that just then? You feel it, right? Oh, it's beautiful. The moment right now. The moment right now is the bomb. What do you want to know? Ask me anything.
What was one of your worst nights when you were high? Your worst experience.
Okay, I'm gonna set the scene. It's a little graphic.
That's fine.
Set the scene.
Because I wanted you to walk us through it.
Okay.
And without me asking. Because you can tell a story and you make it long. I like to listen to you speak.
Are you sure? Because
I like to listen
Okay.
to you speak.
Really?
I do. I love
Are you
it.
being authentic now? Or are you trying to
Very
flip the script on me
authentic.
right now?
No, I flipped the script on you a long time ago. But I'm trying to.
Did I pass the test?
You did.
Thank you, baby boy. I flipped the script on you too.
Oh, G, chill, G. I know you like it. Don't give it to her. Don't give it to her.
leg and everything.
You passed the test.
Oh,
She got one more. She got one more.
She got one more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more.
So I want you to walk us through the process. Like I like when you tell stories. It captivates me.
What happens is that in order to stay high every day, you have to do something. I wanted to stay. Once I found crack in the pipe, I wanted to stay high every day because I did not want to feel the gravity of emotions from my marriage. I was divorced now. This man I adored, even though I allowed a lot of stuff to happen. And it wasn't just him. It was finished. It was over. So I was devastated. I had a huge wedding. Oh, God. 1,500 people in my wedding. Huge. I was well known in the church. So my level of the image was destroyed. So I had to stay high every day. The only way I could stay every day is either steal or have a job or sell my body. And I didn't even think prostitution was a crime. Let me tell you something. I was in California. I went to visit somebody in California. No, I'm sorry. I was out here. I hadn't smoked crack yet. But I went to my friend's house. Oh, my God. I went to my friend's house. I'm going to name Denise. She's deceased now. And then we were smoking rulers, and she said, you should try the pipe. So you're wasting the crack. You're wasting it. Because you had to put a whole lot of crack in it. She said, you're wasting it. I took one hit, and that was it. The feeling of euphoria, like everything was going to be fine. It was like that. So I had to get high every day. So I was working at Alternative Visions on whether Y is on Bedford Avenue and Monroe right now. I was working there as a teacher for alternative students, and I quit my job because I wanted to be high every day, and I did every single day. So the way I used was I would Prospect Park was my first stroll because I lived on Midwood Street. So Prospect Park was the stroll. So the first time I turned a trick, now I told you men and money went together in my head. I knew if this man liked me, he might give me some money to do something. This is before crack. I knew if the guy liked me, he would do something for me without me having sex with him. So I knew the connection. So when I was walking down Ocean Avenue, right near Prospect Park, right, and a little blue car, and a white man was driving the car, and when Ocean Avenue.
Prospect Park is not by Ocean, is it? I thought it was on Utica, Eastern Parkway.
That's Lincoln Terrace Park. You know what Prospect Park is? Prospect Park. From Ocean Avenue all the way down to the library.
Yeah, by Flatbush. Yeah.
Ocean Avenue is where, you know Ocean Avenue and Prospect Park?
I remember now. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yes, you got to do that turn. Okay.
Yeah. So that's like a stroll too.
Got it.
Okay. The whole Prospect Park is a stroll. So I was walking down there. You know that long block where the library is, and it was a blue car, and he looked at me. The eye contact. I knew. He said, he pulled up. He said, "You dating?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Get in." Now I don't know if this man's an axe murderer. I don't know who he is. He put $100 bill in my hand. Never forget that first time. Put $100 bill in my hand. He said, "I want a blowjob." I said, "I can do that." And he was a white man, and I say that because the difference with prostitution with white men was different for me than with black men. Okay, that's a whole nother story. But he gave me a $100 bill. He asked me a blowjob. It was done in about 3 minutes. I swear to God. I got out the car. I was like, I could do this. I didn't care about body and nothing. I said, because I didn't even think anything was wrong with it. I had my friends who were boosting, stealing. I was like, y'all committing crimes. What's wrong with you? I didn't think prostitution was a crime. You know, so it was ugly. So every day, I walked the street and picked up somebody and provided some type of sexual service, got the money, and used drugs and did it regularly every single day for 2 years. It was ugly. I don't know what else I don't know what you tell me.
No, that's good. So wait, the first time that happened, that day, Did you know that? Like, did you go out there to do that, or you just
Yes.
outside?
Well, no, I was walking because I was looking for something. I knew
Right.
I needed something. I had to get high.
Right.
I knew it, and so I'm walking down the street, and boom, I was like, "Oh wow, here we go."
But that strip was known for that, I guess.
Oh yeah, he must have been a trick. Yeah, yeah.
You said there's a difference with prostitute and
I knew you were. I knew you were going there. I knew it. I knew.
explain that.
Well, my experience is most white men were my customers. You know, black men, young black men. First of all, when I was the crack dealers were young black men. Most of the crack dealers, and they couldn't stand prostitution. They always say, I don't buy no pussy." Right? That's what they say in the daytime, but at nighttime, it's on and popping. It would be on and popping, but a lot of brothers didn't deal with it. They were black men were older black men. They were older. The ones I dealt with, young black men, they didn't want nobody to know. They didn't want nobody to see them. And then when I was pregnant, I smoked crack throughout my whole pregnancy.
You still didn't answer the question.
Now, how did you phrase it? Because I answered the way you phrased it.
No, you know what I'm asking.
I don't know what you're asking.
And we had a conversation on
Be-
live.
be
as
clear.
far as being clear and being direct. You said a line earlier. I can rewind it if you need me to.
Go ahead.
Let me take my glasses off. You stated on the line earlier that there's a difference between white men and black men. You said that's a whole other story. I want you to get into that detail. What's the difference?
I did. I told you the difference. I said
said-
black men, young black men don't like to basically purchase services. A lot of white men, whom our customers, had no problem with. They were generous. They would give the money first. They would ask for a certain, they would say, "Give me a blowjob." Okay, money first, boom, I'm out. Or let's go to a hotel, get you the hotel. They might want to get high. They might want companionship. Boom, they're out. You keep the hotel. Brothers, shit.
So what they
Get in the car.
they were aggressive?
Well, no.
Okay,
No,
that's
I've been raped 5 times, but it had nothing to do with that.
Oh, wait.
But
oh my
but a
God,
lot of
Miss
brothers.
Gina.
What?
Miss Gina. Wait, hold on.
What is the issue? What's with the taking glasses off? What's that about? Relax. Take a deep breath. It happened already. It's over.
No, it's just another,
It's another, like,
the curveball. That's
yeah,
all.
it's a curveball.
We already expect the crazy story, then they just add
And
on
6 abortions
What is
and all
good?
kinds of stuff.
Oh, see, all right.
So-
we gotta get into all of this.
It's just I told you this is my life. I'm telling you, I have branches.
Yeah, but I'm saying, are you comfortable talking about it? I don't want to make you uncomfortable, Miss Gina.
See, and let me tell you the other reason why I share. There are some people who think when you go through stuff that I've been through that you wind up messed up, that you wind up jaded and angry and don't want to love anymore, that you wind up hateful. And then there are some young women who are right now, I'm talking about there are some women in the church right now who are being physically abused and not saying nothing. There's some women right now who hate their body. They hate their own bodies because they believe that they're horrible and ugly like I did. And if they hear me, if they hear what I'm saying, that, yo, there's only one person like me, totally unique. How can I not love me? That's why I want to do this.
Were you raped 5 times while on crack?
Yeah. It was an occupational hazard, yeah. Rape is part of prostitution, I believe. As a matter of fact, and I'm going to say this, some people might not agree. It wasn't my fault that I was raped, no question. It wasn't my fault. He was wrong. All those 5 guys, well, it was 6 because I was raped 5 times, but one time was with two college students, 2 guys. But if I hadn't been in the street, I probably wouldn't have been raped. Let me say that. If I had been home in the bed, if I had been walking the street 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I probably wouldn't have been raped. You know what I mean? If I jumped in a car with a stranger who had a machete, I probably wouldn't have been raped. You know what I mean? So I'm accountable for what I did. If I walk down the street new, nobody has a right to rape me. No, but I know I put myself in compromising positions. I know that.
Did they like trick you and act like they had money and like stuff like that? Was it those type of situations or actual just?
Oh no. The rapes were not nice. They were. What? I mean, you want to hear about the rapes? You want to hear?
You don't have to.
No,
I mean, whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm comfortable with everything. I'm comfortable with me.
I mean, when you do this, it's ping pong with the minds. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win ping pong with you in the mind. So,
What's ping pong? No,
Ping
we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm saying to me. So I'm not gonna win. You're very good. So when
I'm not trying to win nothing. It's just not a game.
I know, but what I'm saying
Ain't
is
nobody trying to win nothing. Flip, stop
that you
that.
got it. You know what I'm saying?
We're
You got
telling
it.
my story to help heal some people.
And I'm saying you got it. So I'm just saying, if you want to tell the story, we don't mind.
Well,
Listen to
it was 5 of them. You want to know what happened to each
whatever
5?
whatever you come.
You tell me what you want to know.
No, I'm not.
Tell us the crazier one.
The worst.
The worst. Yeah, I want to hear the worst. We trying to heal people, man. Let's hear the worst.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing for somebody to be healed. Seriously, don't be mad. Are you angry at me?
No. Okay. Come on.
So why'd you stop? Why you get stuck like that? Talk to me. Come on.
No. Not
Come
doing
on.
this.
Come on. Come
No,
on.
you're good at this. I'm not doing it.
Good at what? Good at
I'm
what?
not going to talk. No, you make me too comfortable to talk. I'm not doing it. I want to hear the story.
Oh,
What's the
flipping
fear?
script.
You have to be unafraid. You got to be
very
unafraid.
But I'm not. I know. You see, one thing what makes me pretty good at what I do is that I'm aware of certain situations, and I'm
Aware of what? Are you aware of you?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Of your emotions?
Of course.
So why can't I tamper with that? Why can't we talk
No,
about
thank
that?
you. No, thank you.
Okay.
So, go ahead. You were saying.
Closer I get to you,
It's one of my favorite songs.
the more you make me see. By giving you all I've got. I'm not talking to you. I'm not a cougar. Let me wait. Let's get that clear right now. Let's deal with that. Let's deal with that shit right now.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Number one. Number one. Young men can teach me how to meet their father, because I don't deal with young men. The only reason, one reason why, is because it's disrespectful to me. I don't think a young man can do anything but have sex with me. That's all I think that they can do. And that's minimal, because you can make sex good with anybody. You can take a 7-year-old man to make, because it takes 2 to make sex good. Nobody brings it to, no, we turn each other out. So, unfortunately, a lot of young men like me. I'm not sure why, but.
You know why?
No, I don't.
You know.
No, I'm saying I don't, because I'm 60 and you're 30. Not you. What can we do but that? What kind of future? What kind of future we gonna have? I'll be 70 in 10 years. You be 40. I'll be 80 and due to be. Come on now.
You know why young men like you.
No, you know why? Because it's their ego.
Yeah,
it's
we do.
their ego. They think they don't want me. They want to conquer me. They don't want me.
They
want to conquer an OG. They want to conquer a Stella. Are you kidding me right now? And then you can't bring some information to me. If I say who's Norman Connors, he don't know who Norman Connors is. I like Norman Connors. He's like, who's that? Who's that?
We gotta Google that real quick. Hold on a second.
You know what I mean? You are my starship. Come take me up tonight. He was a producer of Phyllis Hyman, of Michael Henderson. Oh my God, Norman Connors was amazing.
I love the song. I know that.
Oh man, Norman Connors. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing. You've inspired me. I'm thinking about doing a podcast to do like R&B trivia, to sing something to see if people. I tried it on Instagram, see if people can guess the song. Mm-hmm. Right.
Good work.
I think that could be fun. I'm gonna learn. You're gonna help me do that. Okay. You haven't called me Auntie since I've been here. What's that about?
No comment.
Are you attracted to me like that?
No, stop. No, what is wrong with you?
Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
No, I'm not. No.
Okay, good. Because I'm not attracted to you like that.
Understood.
You're like a son to me.
Of course I am.
If anybody would be attracted to, it would be him. But he's too young.
Nice,
he's a baby though.
He's a very nice man.
He's a baby.
He ain't a baby.
He's 33.
34 and a half.
You do what? You like older women?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Do you stutter?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Nice.
No. And my son stuttered. My son, my brother, my sister. As a matter of fact,
gang.
As a matter of fact, I took my son. I took him out of school when he was 11, and got a superintendent's variance. Wrote a paper and got him out of school and took him to National Foundation of Stuttering for 2 weeks out here in Manhattan.
Really?
He was there for 2 weeks. We learned about what stuttering is and what it isn't. My mother and I went through the whole course. From there, I took him to It's a stuttering theater group called Our Time. Everybody stutters, and they put on plays. It's the bomb.
That sounds crazy.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. The plays are based. That the flyer says the length of time is based on the speaker's ability to get it out. Yo, when you go to the play, you hear people who they have secondary, like they hit the hit. You know, that's it goes to that extent. They can't get a word out, so you're sitting there and they're trying to get the word out, and people are not comfortable with it. They realize how uncomfortable they are. But it's an amazing journey of self-esteem for a stutterer. So my son stutters, and he became valedictorian. He had to give a speech. Yeah, he said, "My name is Isaiah, and I'm a stutterer." Stand ovation. You know what I mean? So stuttering is not an impediment. It's a way of expressing yourself, you know. And some people are so uncomfortable with it, so uncomfortable with stuttering, especially those who have to speak in public. And they have very good ways of hiding. They have good ways of camouflaging, good ways of using different words, not saying certain words, getting certain situations and not use words, and the nervousness comes up. So you got to do some breathing. It's a whole gamut of stuttering. Yeah.
So is he better now? Is he talk?
See, that term, what do you mean better? There's nothing wrong with stuttering.
Right. Well, is he
Is he fluent?
Does he stutter less?
not stuttering?
He
Yeah,
stutters
stutters
more.
less.
He stutters more than you. Yeah.
Still?
Still, he's 30, so still, and it's fine. He's fine with it. It's fine with it. There's nothing wrong with stuttering. Some people think it's an impediment, but it's not. The impediment is when people aren't comfortable with other people accepting it. Because you have to stand there and let them try to get it out. You see somebody doing, you got to stand there, not finish it, let them get it out. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. And when you say better, it's as though it's bad. You know what I mean? Because I know you've gone through things, stuttering situations, avoiding situations, not making sure that you're.
You smiling at me?
I'm listening. I'm enjoying this.
No. It's so amazing that our connection. Because I wasn't gonna say anything because some people are uncomfortable with being exposed to stuttering, but it's an amazing journey of self to say. Let me say an exercise my son had to do. They had to go up to strangers and do a survey. You know how hard that is? They had to pick up the phone, pick the phone, and call a stranger and act like they're collections. And some people couldn't get, and the people would hang up. They got to call back. Self-esteem. You know what I mean? I went through that with my son. And I felt guilt about him stuttering because my son was a result of prostitution. I shouldn't say result. I hate to say that result. I don't know who his father is. Because I was such a not promiscuous, prostitute, I guess. So,
And you let them have sex with you unprotected?
I let them, of course. I didn't care about no condom. You kidding me? And let me tell you something. All the stuff about condoms, making young people wear condoms, a lot of us, we didn't wear them in my generation. We didn't wear them. We need to stop that bullshit. People start wearing condoms later on, but a lot of people to this day, a lot of people right now, smash one night with no condom. I know for sure.
I mean, some of my friends say it's raw as law. That's what they go
That's
by.
right.
Man.
That's right.
I'm married. I don't know about those type of things.
I don't play those type of games though. It's a little dangerous for me.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Let's trap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So okay. So before we go into the whole abortion stuff, the whole abortion and things, let's go back to because he asked you a question, and we sort of drifted off. So let's go back to that.
Which one?
The worst experience of one situation. Yeah.
I do know that.
Yeah,
I shared this. I had a couple of them. Now you know what? The reason why I like to tell these stories, because I was in some meetings. I was part of a 12-step fellowship for like 27 years. And when I go to meetings, I was known to share honestly. People were motivated by the way I share. I don't know why. Just, being expressive, and being artist people. So, one time, this story, this girl was in this meeting and she heard it and she got a healing from it because there was a guy who was raping, he was picking up prostitutes and cutting their heads and hands off around 89, 90. I got clean in 92. Around 89, 90, there was a man in a red van who was driving killing prostitutes. It was in the news, cutting their heads and hands off. I was smoking crack in the Bronx, White Plains Road, 244 and White Plains Road during this time. And this guy in the red van picked me up, and I opened the door. I looked in the back. There was two guys in the back. I jumped in, and God said, "Get out the car." Right? Okay. So right after that, I drove up. Not drove up. Somebody picked me up and took me to Flatbush Avenue. And the Flatbush and Beekman was this Jamaican guy. Never forget. And I had 2 bottles of crack, and I had nowhere to smoke it. It was cold outside. He said, "Come upstairs and smoke it in my house." So I went upstairs on the 4th floor on Beekman Place in Flatbush. And he had a German Shepherd. Never forget. So I was smoking. And usually when smoking crack, you don't want to share your stem with people. Because, I don't know, it's like, well, anyway, certain ethics in smoking crack ethics, crack the core, whatever you want to call it. And so I didn't want to share it, And then he was this guy. His mouth was dirty. He had shit around his mouth. You don't want to share it,
Mm-hmm.
And I said no. And he flipped the script. There your name goes again. He locked the door, and he put his dog by the door, and he made me take all my clothes off because I didn't come to have sex with him. I just wanted to get high in his house. He wasn't a trick. He's so weak. And I'll never forget, he raped me. And when he ejaculated, I'll never forget that it was, he was disgusted by it. He ejaculated all over the floor, and his dog was there. And for some reason, he started getting angry, and he took my legs, right? Took the bottom of my legs. This is the truth. You're not gonna believe this is a true story. And he hung me out the fire escape. I don't think I told my son about this. He hung me out of a fire escape, and he pulled me back up because I had the stem in my pocket, right? Because it was weird. He could have taken the stem out the pants because he could have taken the stem, but he had me put my clothes back on and then hung me out. It was deep. It was deep. He was crazy.
What was he mad about though? Like what?
Because he was crazy. See, he was the kind of guy, a weed dealer. He acted like he didn't smoke crack in front of everybody. He was a Jamaican guy. At that time in Brooklyn, Flatbush Avenue became the Caribbean.
Mm.
Caribbean. I mean, West Indians, they did their thing in Flatbush Avenue. They took over. I shouldn't say that. Well, fuck it. They took over. And he acted like he didn't smoke crack. Just smoke weed. Because smoking crack was seen as demoralizing, horrible. So you didn't want nobody to know that. But I know a lot of people on the low who smoke crack. Lots of people. So I think he was angry because he didn't buy it and I came with some and I didn't want to share it with him. So, and he was sick. He was sick to do something that. He was to rape somebody. He put his dog by the door. And the only reason why I got out because a neighbor heard me hollering and called the police. And ambulance, I remember the ambulance came. The lady said, "You all right?" I said, but they looked at me like I was a prostitute. They could tell I was getting high. They treated me differently. Every time I was raped, I knew that I wasn't going to call the police. Because I knew that they weren't going to do nothing. Because it was part of the thing. You out there, the perception is, and it happens, you're out there. Then there's one guy, and I got raped by all West Indians.
Pull the mic a little closer, please.
Every time I got raped was all West Indian. And that's because I was in Flatbush Avenue, that's all. Flatbush Prospect Park. One guy, one of his eyes was low, couldn't his eye wouldn't open. And he asked me, 4:00 in the morning, I was on Flatbush near Parkside Avenue. And I used to walk with no underwear on because I want easy access. This is how it was. So people knew it, and I gave my real name, and I'd be walking down the street. I would walk because I want people to think I'm going somewhere. And I always would have my hair back in a bun, and I always have wash rag and stuff in my pocketbook because I wanted to be clean and fresh and all kind of stuff. And I always wear sneakers and white socks because I looked like I was walking somewhere. I had some bullshit image. And he picked me up and we went to 54th Street near Church Avenue. He said he had an apartment over there. We went there. And in those apartments, the 6th floor is like the top floor. And then you can smoke crack up like on the top landing where nobody is. I've been in many apartments. You go upstairs and smoke crack. We got to the top of the thing. He said, let's go outside on the rooftop. He said, no, you smoke. He bought like maybe $100 worth of crack. And he took out a machete while I'm smoking. So I'm thinking he's just going to do something because he don't smoke. And he said, take all your clothes off. He threw all my clothes off the roof. And he raped me. He did anal sex, vaginal sex. And he had the knife in his hand the whole time. And he left. He didn't cut me, nothing like that. And I had to go downstairs to some neighbor. I don't even know who she was. And she gave me a robe to put on. And I had to get high then. I have to get high. Because I couldn't deal with those emotions. I had to get high. It was horrible. So I had to use again and again and again. Because getting drugs blocks out any pain, you know. Makes people uncomfortable to talk about rape, you know. But that's what happened.
So, you said you got pregnant a lot. You had 5 abortions?
6. That wasn't doing my drug use. That was regular life. Regular life. And I regret having abortions. I do. Because I wanted a lot of children. But I knew abortion was a means of birth control for me at one time. It really was. I knew I was going to get pregnant. I said to myself, I'm not going to have this child. I'm going to abort this child. I knew it. First time I was 16. Somebody I really liked. He was a DJ at an Empire skating rink. He loves me. He loves me to this day. He loves me right now. But he wasn't really into me. He was a DJ. I was enamored with him. I was obsessed with him. He was like my boyfriend. He didn't really care about me. But now he loves me. He went to jail for 26 years for stabbing somebody like 60-something times. Jeez. He was a DJ at Empire Skating Rink. He was. It's a true story.
Empire Skating Rink used to be crazy. It used to be lit.
The bomb. It was the bomb. It was dope. He was a DJ. He was my people. He's good people right now. He got out of jail a few years ago. He tried to hook up with me, too. Really, after all these years, he tried to hook up with me. Let's go. That's the truth. Motherfucking jailbird. 25 years and 26 years in jail. What the fuck? You know, you should have liked me then, stupid. He stabbed somebody. Yo, he was smoking crack, too, right? At the time. Listen. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. This nigga was smoking crack. I smoked crack with him. He stabbed somebody like 60-something times. I said, what? After the first time, what was going on? Mm-hmm. Gina, I don't know. I was high. You know, he was high. So that was the first abortion with this guy. Then, oh my God, I was in love with this man when I was 17, this guy. He was 35. His name was Ramsey, never forget. He lived at 115 Ocean. He lived on, I think, the 4th floor, and he was married with 2 kids. And I would go to his house when his wife went to work, and I was scandalous. Oh my God, I was reckless. See, karma is a bitch. Karma will come, I'm telling you, you fuck with somebody who's married, all that karma ain't no joke. Not even morally, I'm saying spiritually. To be an interloper with somebody who's married, to fuck with somebody who's not available, even if they say we're not doing good. Yo, that energy is. I reaped it back. I sure did. So, I digressed. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Are you bored?
No.
Okay. What was I talking about?
You're talking about the guys you were in love with. You say you.
Ramsey, the pedophile. Because I was 17. No, I'm just playing. I was 17, so it's a thin line. Now he wasn't a pedophile because I was willing, available. My mother came and said she was going to kill him if he didn't leave me alone. He left me alone. This brother. Let me tell you about this brother. Why I was so obsessed with this guy. I was with him for about 7 months. Yo. He was the he used to put my tampons in and take them out and clean me. he would put me in the shower and wash me from head to toe. He would play the flute to me. I'm telling you, he was into me like that. You never done that to a woman?
Nah.
That's when you really are into her, when you do things like that.
I mean, I go buy them, but
What if she need, what if she's sick and she needs you to put it in and take it out? Or you wouldn't do it?
I guess I have no choice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not nasty. It's just a part of life. He does it with his. I know you do it with your wife if you wants to.
I'm gonna talk about my personal business.
I know you won't. But Leos are loyal. They'll do anything. They're the bomb. They'll do it. You ain't got to talk about yourself. I know.
I don't confirm or deny any allegations that you put upon me.
You don't have to. It's okay.
You're loyal, man. Take that. You know
I don't want it. So, Ramsey Wagwan. So Ramsey,
Oh, my mother made him leave me alone. So there was 6 abortions. Yeah.
so
My husband was 2. My ex was 2. Yeah. It was 6.
so now, you said that you had your son. You were smoking crack while pregnant. When did you find out you were pregnant?
Let me tell you something. I started gaining weight when I was smoking, right? Okay, my son was born July 31st. So it had to be. That's your birthday?
30th.
Okay.
That's my brother's birthday.
It had to be. Well, all I knew was my breast was getting big, and I was gaining weight, and I was like, oh my God. So I was gonna abort my son, but I was gonna just stay pregnant a little while longer. This is very sick what I'm gonna say, but it's the truth. I thought if I would stay pregnant a little bit longer, the weight would make men attracted to me more. And I would be able to prostitute more. Because a lot of men like pregnant pussy. It's just a fact.
She's telling the
A
truth.
lot of these drug dealers, and when I was out there, they saw me pregnant. 6, 7 months pregnant. And they would pick me. I'm telling you. These guys that, hey ma, a lot of them wouldn't sell crack to me in the daytime, but they would sell crack to me at night and want me to do stuff with them. Oh God, yes. I tell you, I was reckless.
While pregnant?
Yes, I was prostituting every day. Every day. My baby would kick in my stomach. I didn't do prenatal. I would buy pizza. If I wanted my son. Wow. When I think about it now, I don't feel guilt. What I do understand is that I had a baby inside of me. And I put crack in my system and alcohol and Chinese rice if I had extra money, and pizza. But pizza would hurt my mouth because when you smoke crack, your mouth gets kind of sore and you get sore, like I said. And my baby was in my stomach growing, trying to fight to get out. And I didn't take care of him. So he was supposed to be born in August, end of August. But that boy said, I'm coming out of here. I'm getting out of here. He came early. And let me tell you what happened with Isaiah's birth. You want to hear it?
Of course.
Here we go. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta say it before I say this. My mother put me out of her house. I was 5 months pregnant. She put me out. She said, you're not gonna stay here and get high. My mother living in Scarsdale. Put me in a cab, put me out, got me a hotel room. I was 7 months pregnant. I met this white guy named Peter on 229th and White Plains Road. He was mentally ill. His mother gave me an apartment, and he had somebody come once a month. His mother was rich. When I went to stay at his house, I found money all over the house. Money in drawers, money in cups, money. I'm telling you, me and my friend, her name is Faith. She's dead. No, she's clean now, too. We stayed with him for about a month. Listen, he used to walk around with a holster, crazy white man. And I found $7,000 one time in his house. I was 7.5 months pregnant. 8 months pregnant. I found the money, and I said, Faith, let's go get high. I don't want to get high in the house. I said, let's go. We got a hotel room. And when I was getting high, my water broke. and I was in a hotel with this white girl named, her name was Gina also, and this taxi driver, Puerto Rican guy. And he said, "You got to go to the hospital." And I had so much crack and so much money, and my stomach was, oh my God, I was kicking so bad. I said, "No, we got to go to the hospital. We got to go." And I said, "Oh, this crack." So I put the crack on some mattress, and I took the key. I said, "I'm going to come right back." Some money, crack and money on the mattress. I thought I was going to go and to have the baby and just come back. I didn't even think about, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be back. Like I'm going to make a pit stop. I went to Our Lady of Mercy Hospital. And my mother wasn't there yet, and I went there, and the crack still had me not feeling nothing after a while. But then the pain came, the crack wore off, and I thought I was gonna die from childbirth. But when he came, there was crack in my system. I think it was crack in the system. I can't remember. But I saw him in the what do you call those things?
Incubator.
Yeah, incubator, because he was premature. I'm not premature. My mother came up there, and I couldn't believe what was this? What just happened? I had a baby. So I saw him, and I left the hospital. Went back to the hotel. Left him there. Came back 5 days. He was gone. My grandmother was a foster care mother for the state of New York. She got him. And for 2 years they had him. My mother and grandmother had my son. I would go in, and my grandmother would say, "Whose baby is this?" And my son would look at me, and and I left him with them. Sometimes I think it was not good that they had him because I felt comfortable. My family got him. I'm good. Maybe if he was a stranger, I might have said, let me go get him. But I knew he was being treated well. I knew that. But on the other hand, it let me feel like, okay, he's good. I can just get high. So, because only God can stop a person. Only God. Children can't stop it. Only a surrender on the inside can say, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. So I wasn't tired. So he didn't help me get clean. I smoked crack 2 more years after he was born. I sure did. And I felt guilty. Couldn't breastfeed him. I wasn't there for his first steps. No, I wasn't. I wasn't there. I regret those things. But July 5th, 1992, I stopped using. I was sick and tired. I was at Our Lady of Mercy Hospital again, and I said, I'm tired. God, I'm tired. And the taste of crack was taken from me. The desire. It was no, now I went to several rehabs. I went to several programs. Every program, I got me a boyfriend in the program. I was fucking in the program. That was my thing. Defocus on myself and get somebody so I can do this with you. We can do this together. Mm-hmm. Never worked. And so after I got clean, I thought my ex-husband was his father. I thought it was. I wasn't sure. I think I wanted him to be. I think so. So we had a blood test, and it said it wasn't his. And then that's when the guilt came. Oh my God, how can I not know? And my son looks exactly like me. If you look at my thing, you'll see my son's picture. Exactly. Doesn't he look exactly like me?
I'm going to go there now.
Exactly. I mean, spitting image. A college graduate, went to the Navy. The bomb, just the bomb. And he's the one that said that this show is he's all right, Ma, you can do it. He's all right.
So
yeah.
So he knows the whole story that you just told us just now?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna do nothing new, brand new.
Right.
No.
When'd you tell him?
When he was about 10, 11, 12, and then again when he was 60. We talked about this several times. About who I was, who I've been. Oh, he knows. He knows truth. He knows honesty. He knows veracity.
Right.
Transparency. That's the only way I can live. Only way I can live is being totally honest. This is one of the reasons. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm listening. This is one of the reasons. Yeah, I'm just looking for your son.
Why I'm single right now.
Stop.
What?
Just.
You find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
You found my son?
You're single right now. Go ahead.
No, because why you seem to be like so agitated with me? What's that about?
I'm not agitated.
Yeah, you acting like it. Come on.
No, it's just like, the thing is, it's an audience we're talking to. So, I want the story. A lot of times they get mad when a story is cut short.
Who's they?
The audience. Yeah, so that's what it is. Like if after you tell a story, you say something, you were in the middle of something, then you just. So I just not aggravated.
Well, this is not a script. I'm just, I don't have a
understand.
script.
I just want you to, I want to hear the story. You got me reeled in.
Okay.
So pardon me if I make you feel that. No, I'm not agitated.
No, you can't make me feel anything. I was watching your expressions, and I thought that you were kind of,
No,
because you're the producer, the host. So I kind of look
please,
at cues,
no,
and
I love it. No, don't pay me any attention. I'm just listening.
I have to pay attention to you.
Well, they all do. I just had to. Okay, I had to boost myself up. Good.
Do your thing, sir.
You're fine. So, what story am I telling again?
See.
That's only because seriously, I seriously sometimes I forget where I'm going tonight in reference to the story. But I smoke weed also, so
Still.
Yes, it's God's collard greens. That's medicine.
Gee, don't do it, G. Yeah, that was fire, G. Gee, that was fire. Bro.
That's God's collard greens. That's medicine. How could you not? How could you don't? You don't?
Mm-mm.
You should.
No, he should. That's not what
You drink alcohol?
No.
Oh, you're just straight up crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, no chaser, just straight up.
No.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Thank you.
So, what's your thing that gets you high? This.
Yeah.
Fucking with people gets you high. You like the fuck. That's your rush.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, listen, I was watching that show today with that boy. I don't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
He's had an extension of other people talking to him now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's move on because that's the topic I
They all do that.
Wow.
I don't like that. You played yourself, really, because I like you, and I don't like that. He was on talking to some nigga today. How's he gonna use the word nigga? How would he? How dare him? How dare him? Disrespect, yo. But see, crackers do that. Crackers always trying to backpedal and say stuff and and you engaged him. You gave him a platform.
I did.
Sometimes, okay. It's your platform.
Yeah, well.
Listen, he doesn't deserve it. We've been through too much as a people to let crackers continue to fuck with us. He don't need our platform. You know what he said today to this guy? He was talking to some guy named Frenchie, I think. Frenchie, he was talking to him.
Frenchie, my friend Frenchie? The
Yes.
guy
I think he's a nice guy, I think so. I was watching him a few minutes ago.
Frenchie Bricks.
And Frenchie was trying to, I guess, let people hear what he was saying, this guy. And he said, and I knew he was going to say it. I only fucks with black women, only black men. I mess with this black woman. He said that. Yo, I said, in my mind, I knew that. Because they like to have sex with us and be entertained by us. But he don't like black men. But he likes black women. I said slave masters only like black women. So, what's that kid's name? I know the name. Wait. I'm not even going to say it. Because that gives him too much clout. Let's move on. But don't entertain crackers or racists anymore. They don't deserve our platform. They don't deserve. We've been through enough. Oh, so okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just get very angry about our people. Our people have been through enough. Our people. And to let this bum ass cracker call somebody a nigga. How dare you? And I know that there are some ramifications with it that he was supposed to be cool with. But no. When it comes down to it, what side is he going to take? Because in a war, you pick sides. In a war, you pick a side. In a war. We in a war right now. For real.
So if he pick our side, does that give him the okay?
Now, he can't pick our side. He's a cracker. He can't pick our side. And I can't believe you keep entertaining that dude. I think you should stop that. Because even though you're getting engaged in juicy conversation, listeners, there's some money's not good money, some attention's not good attention. That energy's not good.
I am an energy shifter.
That's what you think.
And if I'm not,
no, some energy you don't even need.
My defense becomes my offense.
He is a cracker. I'm telling you, it's
fine.
different.
I'm not here to judge anyone.
No, it's not a judgment. I'm making a truth. That's the truth to me.
Respect. But what I'm saying is that people said that they gave him a pass because he grew up with them. He grew up in that community. He grew up with the black children. And they said that the word that they used in that area that he grew up in made him comfortable to use that word.
Yeah.
His friends didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, because some black people are so nice, stepping fetching. Oh, he's a white, he's cool with us. Fuck that.
Okay.
He's a cracker. And then he had the nerve to say, I only date black women. I bet you. Here's the thing I want to ask you. If you're a white boy, why do you dislike white women? How could you dislike your people? How could you not like your mother? That's what I want to know. You like black women so much. Why don't you like your own kind, brother? Why don't you like people that look like your mother? How do you like a black woman and your mother's white? Come on now. See, that's a whole nother topic, but we don't want to talk about that. Come on now.
So you watched it live with him today with Frenchie?
No, I saw a Frenchie thing and I watched it, yes. And Frenchie was he walked gingerly, very tactful. He was trying to goad him to, he let him talk. And he actually de-escalated him. He was talking calm, but he was still doing, I said, get this cracker off this.
But Frenchie was the guy that was yelling yesterday for me.
Intense. I like him. I like all your thug niggas. I like all of them. And you purposely, you know what I like that you do? You cut people up and say, I'll be right back. And you go get somebody else. Yo, you's a funny motherfucker, y'all, swear to God. You do it with no expression. You say, hold on a minute. Bitch be off. And they come back. I love that shit. I love it. I love it.
So, how did you get your son back from your mom?
Okay. My grandmother had him.
Your grandmother, yeah.
My grandmother and great-grandmother. And my mother, all the generations had him. And no, I didn't have to get him back. I got clean in July 5th, 1992. What's that, music?
No,
what was it?
It's the laptop it turned on, but yeah.
Okay. I thought it was some music to my story. Okay.
Why you keep hyping her, G?
Beats in the background? You play something?
G, stop.
No, G. What's your name, G?
G.
That's not your name.
G Money.
What's your name?
Your real name, G.
I mean, you don't want nobody to know your government. You somebody after you. What the fuck?
No.
We don't say it on the show.
Are you serious? You don't say your name on the show.
Yeah, my name is Trevor. But
It's Trevor? Are you West Indian?
My dad is Jamaican and my mom is
I
Haitian.
knew it. I knew you. Yo, I'm not gonna say coconut, but I knew you were West Indian. I knew it.
You can't call him a coconut. Yeah,
That's rude.
That's not rude. I didn't call you a coconut. I did not.
You almost did though.
Let's play it back. Are you West Indian too?
No, I'm just light skinned.
Let's play the tape back. I didn't call you a coconut, but I knew you were West Indian persuasion. I could tell. I knew it. I'm smart. I'm connected to the universe because I knew it.
Well,
I could tell. Anyway, okay. My mother and my son. I got clean July. Come on, I'm talking.
I didn't laugh. I did.
G, don't give it to her, G. G, stop.
I can't do it right now after the coconut thing. That'd be wrong.
No.
I would be a real friend if I did that.
He's not a coconut. I didn't call him a coconut.
G, don't do it. G.
He's not a coconut.
G. I can't. I see you. Fight it, G. Don't give it to her. She's not that nice, man.
Let him do whatever he wants to do.
Oh, G, fight it. G, fight it.
Let him do it. Do it. Come on. Let it go. Don't hold it.
G,
she cool, man.
Please.
She cool, man.
Please.
She's not cool, G.
Let it go. Let it go.
Whew. Feels much better now.
Please pardon me.
You've been holding that for a long time. I think we went to the
But I'm
show.
longing to see. I hope you don't mind my staring. I don't mind. Cause your face looks so kind. You know who that is? Chaka Khan. Oh. Please pardon me. My Rufus. She was with Rufus.
Your grandparents.
My grandmother had my son. And I got clean July 5th, 1992.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it takes a year for social services because I had a social worker.
Okay.
She was monitoring because he was considered in foster care with my grandmother. So you have to go through a process of getting a reunification of the child with the parent. That was the goal, reunifying the child. So I had to go through several things, parenting, all that, to get my son back. It was going to take a year. But I was so exemplary and so dedicated that the social worker, her name was Miss Salami, never forget. I got my son back in October. I got clean July. Got him back in October. And I went on a mission to be the best mother in the world. I got clean, and, it was an amazing journey when I got my son back. Because I had to make up for not being there for
Lost time.
being a crackhead pregnant prostitute. I had to make up for that shit. And you can't make up for that shit. You can't make it up. You have to just do better and change, So therein lies the journey of self after I got clean. That's when I found just how much I didn't like me. Because once I put the drugs down, here's the wonderful thing. Once the drugs are gone, then I'm naked to see who I really am. Then I have to see why I used it in the first place, why I didn't like myself in the first place, and why I allowed people to do things to me in the first place. What would make me do that? And once I found that out, it's been an amazing journey. It's uncomfortable. Growing is uncomfortable. Being true to yourself is uncomfortable. Because then being worried about what people think is the biggest thing. Being concerned, if I wear this, what's she going to think? And the worst that can happen is people won't like you. That's the worst thing. They won't like you. That's why when I was thinking about back to this conversation with this kid, he was willing to meet you over some words. Just because you have a way of demoralizing a person with your words. A person wants to fight and meet you. That's why. Really, nigga?
I mean, this is where we come up from.
Really, nigga?
It happens.
So, why does somebody want to fight you over words? What happens?
I don't know.
They feel disrespected. Because what you say to them is so powerful. It's so powerful that it changes who they are. There's nothing a person can say to me. Nothing except my mother, my son. If they say something, I'm going to take a look at it. Because they love me. Nothing a person can say to them to make me, move me at all. No insult, no opinion. It's just your opinion. If you think I'm an asshole, you say it, okay.
But you know what it is,
What is it?
It's what you entertain, man. I mean, for a long time I've been inviting that type of behavior. So now it's because of certain things that, business opportunities and just growing as a man, when I hear those type of stuff, I just look past it. Before, I wouldn't mind.
It was juicy content. It was meat for content.
Yeah, well, that too.
Meat for small minds. But now as you escalate, your frequency changes and your content changes.
Of course.
You want some nigga shit every now and then. That's called nigga shit. Every now and then. Household ghetto shit. It's like gossip every now and then. But when you elevate, you want to know what's going on in people's heart and their mind, what they doing,
I mean, kind of put them out there. So, I understand that, I have a big platform. So a lot of people were, upset behind it. So.
But you like that. You love that.
Killer Kev told me the same thing. He said,
you know it.
Killer Kev told me you bothering him because he's gonna get emotional and you like that. I mean, hey.
It's a twisted way to hurt somebody. It's a very twisted way. You see, you're the kind of person, Leo's are the kind of people that they will put glass in your soup. You won't even know that they'll put crushed glass in your soup. You'll be eating the soup thinking it's killing them all the time. They don't even know. You're not even smiling. No expression.
So you watch my movements. You can tell my move.
No, I don't watch. No, I don't monitor you like that.
Not like that. I mean, like when I. Not. I'm sorry.
I watch a couple of lives because I want to know who the fuck
live,
you were.
You can see like certain type of behaviors that like certain. Is it not personality?
I'm a retired clinician. I was a social worker for 30 years.
Oh wow.
Major in psychology, which means I didn't even want to tell you that, but so what? I just monitor behavior. I monitor patterns.
Okay.
I monitor people that I'm interested in, and you're very interesting.
Thank you.
And your heart is right. Your heart is right.
No, it's not.
You can't take it, Ken. You just cannot take love.
No, Auntie, it's not right.
I can imagine the people that love you have a hard time you receiving love. God. Thank God your wife is a loving, giving person, because Lord have mercy. You make her work for it. I know you do.
Auntie, don't do me like that.
Okay, I'm giving you good stuff. Why would you not receive from Auntie? Now I'm Auntie now. I'm Auntie now. All night, no Auntie. Now I'm Auntie.
I wanted to be professional.
Oh, you want to be professional now?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to be.
No. What I'm saying is that
I think I was professional today.
you're appropriate. You're
Most you
appropriate.
professional
Yes.
every day,
Yeah, you are.
Thank you, G Money.
No, you
every
are.
time.
Stop that sarcasm, G Money.
But you can't. But it's hard for you to receive love. I see.
So,
Let's go back to me.
I'm gonna ask you. What do you?
Back together again. That's Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack again. That's two songs by them. You and I, back together again.
in this world.
In the spring, truth
Classic.
is a lie. It's a joy that people share. See, he knows a little bit. If you were older, you'd be.
What happened if I was older?
I would stalk you.
Word?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff you would do with me if I was older?
If you were older, I would help you take your medication, rub your feet, cook you some food,
All right.
watch some movies, make sure your clothes are washed, travel, do some things. Yeah. Easy. When you get older, easy is the way. Comfort is the way. Comfort.
This is true.
Comfort. You know what's the best date in the world for me? And I can't do it because if I do a date like this, they're gonna think I'm trying to titillate them. The best date is some food, because I'm an amazing cook, right? Food, watch a movie, and smoke some weed or drink whatever. Just laying up, lamping.
Netflix and chill.
That's the best date in the world.
Netflix.
But you
Netflix
can't do it
and
on the
chill.
first date, because people, if you're laying up in the bed, they're gonna swear to God that you want to do something. And you don't want to. You just want to watch a movie and lay up.
I agree. I'm the same way.
So yeah, that's the best
I
thing.
watch black and white movies. I told you that. You know, I like a lot of. Old
You watch Turner
movies.
Classic?
Yeah.
That's my mother's favorite channel.
Yeah, I have like a lot of
Your wife probably likes Turner Classic.
No.
Oh, we don't want to talk about your personal life.
Yeah, please. I watch a lot of old movies, Turner Classic movies. I have a couple of old black and white actors, chatted.
What do you like?
It's like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's a movie I like called An Affair to Remember.
Oh, okay.
Cary Grant.
Uh-huh.
I like It's a Wonderful Life. I like some Cindy Poitier movies. Guess Who's Coming Home for Dinner?
Guess who's coming to dinner? You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just different stuff. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I was gonna ask you before that. What do you feel about me as far as energy? Because we both Leos and we're a day apart.
What I feel about you?
Two different energies.
Oh, I totally disagree.
We have the same energy.
It's just expressed differently. Yeah. That's all. Just expressed differently. Same energy expressed differently. Both quiet to me. Both quiet strengths. Both of them still waters to me.
Quiet?
Yeah. No, I said strength. The energy.
You said quiet strength.
Yes, I definitely believe that. The expression is different. His expression is different. I don't think you talk much because you stutter. I think stuttering is what stops you from talking more than you do now. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I think.
Pretty good.
It's really good.
It's just an opinion. You know.
Pretty.
Oh, Larry David. Don't you love Larry
Oh,
David?
my favorite guy.
Oh, I should have known.
I love him.
Go to. It's
I
either
love
go
him.
to.
I love him.
If I want a good guffaw,
I love that.
Larry David,
He's one of the people I want
Curb
to
Your
meet.
Enthusiasm.
Oh,
But listen,
Isn't the
wait.
poster? Oh, right there. The poster right there. Right?
Is it there?
Look, right there for you.
All the way to the top.
Boom.
Oh, okay. But listen, have you seen the movie? He did a movie. He did a movie when he oh God, you got listen. You got to see the movie. It's a movie. Larry David. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Hilarious. I forgot the name of it. Hilarious. But that's one of my people. I love it. We like probably the same comedy. I just saw Lavelle Crawford yesterday. What's today?
Who was that?
A comedian. You ever heard Lavelle Crawford, the comedian?
That's
He's like very
the big. That's the big guy.
fat guy.
Yeah.
Fat guy. He had
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
On where?
He was on a lot of stuff. He was on BT, comic, like
He was on everything, yeah.
I think
What's his
so.
name again?
I'd say I go to comedy shows every month. Every month I go to comedy shows.
Well, you saw him out here?
In Phoenix,
Oh.
yesterday. I see Jim Jeffries. I saw the other day. Dion, I saw everybody. What kind of music is that?
No, I
What does that mean? What does that indicate? What is it indicative of?
nothing. I try to Google the guy, and I forgot my laptop was off.
Look, just do right here. You see
Oh
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
him
yeah.
before.
Oh yeah.
I'm a comedian
Nah, he's
follower.
He's
No,
funny.
listen. I was gonna shout out Marsha Brandon. Oh, my favorite is Corey Holcomb. You know that. You know that.
I know Marshall Brent. I think I did a show with him before.
Are you a comedian? Are you a DJ?
DJ, yeah. Marshall Brent, yeah.
So I go to comedy shows once a month. I've seen a lot of people.
When was the last time you was out in New York?
Oh, that's a deep conversation.
Oh.
November 2019.
And why were you out here?
Well, initially for a funeral. My mother's godmother was very sick, and while we were there, she died. November 2019. But I hooked up with my ex while I was out here. I was with him for 13 years, lived there for 13 years. That's when I found out that's when my self-esteem was challenged and where I grew the most. That relationship helped me see how much I didn't like myself and how much I loved myself. He, as a man, was the bomb for me. He showed me how much I needed to like myself. Because he liked himself enough to say no to a lot of stuff. I was crazy. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Was he the first man to make you feel that confident in yourself after your son was?
He was the first man that, because I got clean from crack in 1992.
You said that.
We got together about, my son had to be about 9 or 10 because we were together. He helped me raise my son. And before him, I was just dating some guys, or I was just dating the swing guys. I was kind of reckless sexually too when I first got clean. Because when you first get clean, no drugs. In the fellowship, 12-step fellowship, it's like a community, it's like a family. So there are meetings all over the world, meetings all over. So Brooklyn was my home, but because I was with a crew of people that we shared a lot in different places, we went all over. So there was a lot of sex going on, a lot of stuff. Because when you get clean, what do you do? What do? You either eat. A lot of people get fat when they get clean, or you having sex, or you gambling. There's something to do, because you're always looking for the high. Addicts are always looking for a rush. So once you stop to take drugs, then it may become scratch-offs. It may become shopping. It may become, then sex becomes a thing, or shopping, whatever it is that fills the space, something that you cannot stop doing because it gives you such, you know what I mean? That's the crux of addiction. It gives you that relief, and then you have to do it again. Become obsessive and compulsive. You have to have it because it makes you feel. So when you realize that you don't need it, anything external to fill the void inside, that's when the growth comes. Because I needed something to make me feel. I was always looking for something. And then when I got clean and started doing some step work, some personal work on the inside, it was already inside of me all the time. It was already there. The peace I needed was already there. So I didn't have to go outside, you know. So every now and then now, I might, swimming is a thing now. Positive things, you know. But before it was something that was horrible. So sex was a thing. And it was reckless, no condoms. And at that time, a lot of people had got the virus. 92, 93, the virus was killing people like that. In the fellowship that I was part of. And I had sex with people, you know, with no condoms. And I was clean. That let me know. My sponsor taught me at that time about how I didn't cherish my body. It wasn't even about sex. I didn't cherish my body. I just let anybody do anything. You know, and then realizing that some of the trauma of prostitution helps you look at men. I looked at men differently. A prostitute who stops prostituting, once she gets in a relationship later on, I believe that you have to change your mindset about men, because men are always seen as something to get something from. Always. If I do this, I'll get this. And so when I got with my last guy, the first time we had sex. It was second, not the first time, because the first time was like awesome. I think that's why I stalked him for a while. He said, listen, I'm not a trick. He said, stop trying to make me come. I'm not a trick. My goal was to make him come so it can be over. Not thinking about that I needed to have, because prostitution, you don't have orgasm in prostitution. For me, It wasn't about enjoying it. It was about money. I hated the person. Couldn't stand. I would get in the car. I'd be a guy with a baby carriage in the back, or wholesome men, married, mostly all married, wives with girlfriends, whatever, pick me up, and I hated them, which also made me look at men differently. When I got clean, so I had to revolutionize my mind, how I thought about things, how I thought about men and money and dating men, and what I wanted from them, what they wanted from me. And I had some brother that said, Gina, you cute, but I don't want you. I don't like you like that. Perfect. I'm so glad they said it. Because once I got clean, I started doing what they call service work in the fellowship. So I became very active. So I thought, I was cute. I'm new. I'm a newcomer, and people looking at me as a newcomer. And I said, girl, have a seat. That's your timer?
Stop.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Such a long time
Sorry.
since I saw you. How long has it been? You know what that is?
That one I don't think I know.
Lord, Lord. You know the song that cries, oh, she's a lady. She's a lady that dreams. Let the rain fall down upon his eyes. She's a sweet and gentle flower growing wild. You ever heard that?
It's catching me.
Your family play music, maybe?
My dad used to DJ. He was younger.
So you know a lot of house music.
There was some house.
My brother's name was Ira Levi. He was the first out of the closet gay man who did house music. He did Pride events all over the United States.
Yeah.
He's the one that died. Ira Levi. I'm gonna do one of his songs over too. I think we came to work it out. I think he was amazing. So you know a lot of house music. Tommy Mottola, Share Life On.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lived on the road. Do you sing?
Who else?
He lost his leg. That shirt is perfect for you.
Why?
He must be because he likes to be anonymous.
So yeah.
Yes, son.
What was the last thing before it turned?
He reminds me of my son so much. My God. You know what my son's favorite word is? My son's favorite word. Guess what my son's favorite word is? Nope. Nope. He loves the word nope.
Talking to Mike.
Oh. Speak of the microphone.
Stop.
Big black microphone. My son loves the word nope. No. He loves to say no. I hate that. Why don't you say yes all the time? Nope. I ask him something, he goes, no. He has no problem saying no.
Wow.
Yeah. Some people can't say no. Some people it's hard because they want to be accepted. They want people to like them. No, let me keep it on me. I wanted people to like me. I wanted to be accepted because I really thought that if I'm loved, I won't die alone. That's the whole reason why people do things, I think. We don't want to be by ourselves.
When you just now you said that you were new and the guy
As a newcomer in the fellowship,
yeah.
oh, the guy had the virus. He had AIDS. This guy. Thank God I didn't catch it. That's how reckless I was.
You slept with him?
Yes. No, we didn't go to sleep.
So you didn't care at that time? You just knew the
No,
virus
I
was
couldn't.
up?
Okay, now see, when I got clean, I had about a few months clean when I met this guy. You know what? I didn't use condoms that's the truth. Not my whole crew, we didn't use condoms. I'm telling you. All this thing about safe sex. No, I said it was such bullshit. And listen, this is so deep. Go ahead, finish. What was the question? Let me finish the question.
No, you was.
I was an advocate. We're an advocate for safer sex and condom use and all that stuff. Yo, such a fucking hypocrite. Can you believe that? Hypocrisy ran rampant in my DNA at that time. A counselor, all that kind of stuff. Giving condoms out and not using them. Because the thing that, it's not going to happen to me. Why do people not use condoms? It ain't going to happen to me. It's single people. It don't feel right. And a lot of times, a woman would want a man to put him on, but she doesn't want him to be offended if she asks him, because she don't want him to not do it because it doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So she'll just go along. But many women would use a condom. A lot of women would, I believe. But we don't. Our self-esteem says, no, I'm not going to make him put one on. No, I'm just, So I was protected. I really was. I was protected. Let me to the microphone. The microphone. I was protected by the grace of God. And does it have to be this close? Okay. What else? What else you want to answer?
That's it.
Are we good? About that, are we good, right?
This guy's crazy.
And we both know that our love will grow and forevermore will be you and me. Yeah, yeah. Who sang that?
Night sun.
For always. Ooh, you're like. Who sang it?
That Luther?
Chasing on
You say something else?
when you come around.
You bring brighter days. Who did it?
That's a guy named Atlantic. It's
Atlantic Star.
Oh,
Very
okay.
good. Woo! You get a prize. Give us a sound, right? The sound effect. Sound effect.
I love this episode.
Yo, listen. When you were just singing that, so you can sing a little bit, can't you? I can hear it. So your show is to just fuck with people, really.
Me.
Okay.
Not the show. Me personally, yes.
Okay. So you gained a reputation from rapping. My son told me, from battle rapping, from being like a hype man. You're a hype man.
Sometimes something like that. He's correct. Mm-hmm.
So you were the one who would put one against each other and start stuff, or that's what you would do? No, I'm serious. I need to know your role in this hip hop community. I don't know. I'm 60 years old. I don't know.
I don't have a role in the hip hop community.
See, now you're not gonna be authentic with me.
No,
I'm just having a real conversation.
I really don't. I don't feel
Everybody plays a role. Come on. So
I don't have a role in the hip hop community.
okay.
I don't feel I have a role.
We have arguably one of the top 3 podcasts in the hip hop community.
Well,
you were affiliated or around the battle rap world, which is hip hop community, which helped helped you get the notoriety that you have now from Smack. You always shout out URL.
Mm-hmm. I think what helped me get notoriety though is me being in the car. To be honest.
Oh, my son showed me.
Yeah.
I said, who was this fucking guy? Who was this guy? Who was this little kid? And he said, Ma. He said, watch this. And that video was fucking. I love comedy. You hit that little. Who was that little boy?
My son.
Yo, he was eating cereal.
But that's where it all started.
Yeah, that's what my son showed me.
But G Money from battle rap, but I don't know what I was doing there. I was just.
You just being you.
I was in the crowd just yelling and using
a hype man like ODB, hype man.
Yeah, just yelling and hyping the crowd. Yeah, but listen. I feel like I don't really know nothing about hip hop that much. People get mad, but I don't.
I believe you.
I go in it blind. When I was young, I listened to rock and roll and all that, and all this type of crazy stuff. I don't really.
I mean, hip hop.
So you might not be who you look like you are.
Exactly. Looks could be deceiving.
Right. So you're not really transparent.
Very transparent.
No, you're not.
Well,
you don't let us see who you really are. What is that?
It's G Money's oil.
You don't really. But I'm gonna get into you because you're good people.
You can get into whatever you want, but
no, but I don't think you want to, so we can.
But if I don't want to, I'm gonna just say I don't want to.
Okay.
This is really the name of the show today. This is the flipping the script.
This is not. This part is gonna be behind the scenes. It's Patreon footage.
What's Patreon is where
Patreon is exclusive. Like
you get people to pay.
Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, your followers might want to know. They might want to know this side of you.
Maybe.
That you fuck with people.
Oh, I mean,
To see them scoring.
Stop doing that, G.
Like a
That's not right.
sadistic Viking.
But it's funny to me.
It's funny to watch somebody commit suicide, right?
No. See.
I don't mean physical suicide.
But it's funny.
God damn, you went right there. You think it's a metaphor.
You gotta be careful with people.
No, I'm talking. What careful with what? Fuck what people think. We know what we're talking about.
No, not when you have sponsors.
Listen. What'd you say?
Not when you have sponsors. If I didn't correct that, a lie unchallenged can become the truth. So
A suicide hotline and all. You can get people outside parading because somebody cut their own throat and they afraid you're gonna.
Well, if you say something like that, how can somebody back you if you say that you enjoy when somebody,
I didn't mean it literally.
understood? So I had to.
But even
jump
if
in.
you let's say even if you did, you would be afraid to say that, right? Because you're
No.
afraid that people won't like you and people won't sponsor you because it's fear. Everything is fear. You wouldn't say that because, for instance, you wouldn't say I don't like people who are retarded because you're afraid that people who have a disability won't like you and won't support you and you won't get money to pay your family, take care of your family. That's the whole bottom line. That's the whole line.
I
You
think that
want people to like you.
I think that people use the word these words like afraid and stuff like that, which is not. It's being smart and it's being a businessman. Has nothing to do with being afraid. If it's something that goes.
If
against
money is your goal, yes. If money's your goal, it's smart.
exactly.
If money's your goal, it's smart to be
Build the empire called
Right.
generational,
Right.
generational wealth and
generational
everything.
for your family.
Yes, for my
See, I
children.
disagree with all that stuff.
That's why you wouldn't understand how I think.
I do understand.
You would understand.
I used to think that way.
Well, then you understand better than I thought.
I understand very well.
Me, it's about my children, about my family, about my team, making sure everybody is in a great
What about the
position.
planet? But other see,
The planet, they are the people don't listen.
this whole thing of generational for me and mine, that's not even the African way. We have been treated, and as an enslaved people, our whole perspective of who we are as a people has been thwarted and changed. It's never been about me and mine with black people, Africans. It's been about us, village, community. Now, because of capitalism and because of colonialism, now it's about get my family, that's all it's about. That's not what we were about.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's the whole, I'm just very passionate about my people, really. And what
Let
happened
my
to us.
people go.
Don't patronize me because I'm very serious about that.
See, that was you saw that? You caught that, right?
What?
But I did.
You're
caught
being
it.
patronizing.
Yeah,
And
caught it very good.
he's going back to the thing with me laughing at him and the whole.
are you really keep cases like that? He must be full of junk up in here. Damn, this nigga keeps cases. You're always playing games. You gotta stop that with certain people. He's always in the cat and mouse thing.
Very good, G.
Always.
Very good.
This is why
Okay,
I
but
Oh,
laugh.
see, but when you find
She's fine.
But when you find people who genuinely want to have true conversation, you got to discard the bullshit. Because true conversation leads to healing. If I never meet you again, we've had a genuine experience. I'm looking at him only because I think I should. But I don't like to leave people out, right? But I can look anywhere, right, when I'm talking. Oh, good, because I was doing it on purpose, just looking at it, because I thought he wanted me to. But, no, really, I was being condescending. What I'm saying is that it's so important because life is so short. I'm telling you, 33, 30 is going to go by like that, brother. You think, baby, it's going to go by like that. Trust me. Before you know it, you're going to be 50 if you live long and say, wow. Can you imagine me at 50? Imagine me at 50. You can't be like 33, okay, about 40. You're going to get older and you're going to begin to see, wow. People that I've met in my life, that moment was important. This moment is important.
I cherish this moment.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, sometimes when it's the game plan, it's good. The banter is good. Competition ensures efficiency. Iron sharpens iron, all that kind of stuff. But when it's time for healing, when the universe presents you somebody to say, let me help you, you got to be open because I believe I came also to help you. Not your podcast, but you. I meet people for a reason. And maybe to meet you, just, you never know. But it's not just for the fucking podcast. I'm not minimizing your podcast.
Understood.
But I'm saying your individual, the heart is important. I could cry right now. I'm so passionate. It may be this energy, it may be what's going on here. I don't know. But connecting with people, you're not alive unless you're connecting. to me. If I'm not connecting, what's the purpose of being alive? What's the purpose? I mean, what's the reason? You know what I mean? So everything I've gone through, seriously, I said, yo, I want to be around her. I want to be around her. I'm going to cherish her. I'm going to cherish him. Because, yo, it goes like that. I'm telling you. I can't believe I'm 60. I can't believe I was just 20. I was just 30. I was just 40 not long ago. You know, I didn't wear white pants till I was like 45. Because I thought black made you look skinny. So I would always wear black. No, of course, I got black pants today. That's for a reason. But I wear white now. But I would not wear white because I thought white made you look fat.
Well, it shows a little more, yeah.
And see, honestly, I love it. And I thought I was fat. And I wasn't. I thought I had a big butt and flat chest. And I was never going to wear. Oh, my God. So all those things, 40, 50, you go like, wow, I'm 33. You imagine being 55? What you be doing when you're 55? Do you ever think about that? What you be doing when you 57? Where will you be? Where will you be living? People don't think about that a lot of times. I didn't. Just wilding, you know? And then opportunity for change comes. Because what happens for me with change, when I realized just how much I didn't understand spirit. I didn't understand. I thought it was religion. I didn't understand it was spirit. So choosing people was based on how they look like, relationship stuff, what they look like, how they roll, how they get down. Even being married. I always thought it was about 50-50. No, actually it's 100 and 100. You know what I mean? I thought it was about you give, I give. No, I have to completely let go to totally enjoy a person. Completely let them see all my idiosyncrasies, my liabilities, everything. Let them just see it. That's why there was a question somebody said, oh, this guy named Kevin, what's his name? Kevin Tate, some guy, nice kid. He's on Instagram. I think he's a comedian. He's a comedian too. He had a question that said, on the first date, would you mind if somebody used a guy used a coupon on the first date? And hell yeah, that's a nigga that saves money. Not just that, I want to know who you are right away. I want to see it. If you got diabetes, I want to know on the first date. You know what I mean? I want to know. I want to know what love is. Want you to show me. It's almost time to go.
It is.
I feel it.
Any final words?
Don't you feel it?
Man, do you have anything that we didn't ask or mention that you want to mention right now, this moment, before we wrap it up?
No, the only thing I want to mention is that I'm grateful to comedy, really, comedians and comedy. I purposely mentioned a few people because when my brothers died 3 years ago, so both of them, and within a year's time, and comedy helped me and my mother get through, laughing all the time. And unfortunately, COVID, the quarantine, really enhanced my relationship with God. I'm telling you. And my connections I made during COVID, which was a spiritual insulation for me, because you got to stay in. Well, you had to stay in. I was still out in the street, so, you know, I was still doing my thing. But having the quarantine led a lot of people to go inside and do some soul searching. And so I know that this has been profitable. I wanted to say something else. I forgot what the fuck I wanted to say.
Every day.
I want to say something. I forgot. Who sang that?
The Heat Wave.
Oh, very good. With a smile, take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you ever. Forever loving you is a thing that I planned for a very long time. Me and you and me, we as one. Love together for a day and one day. Loving you. You. Loving you. You. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 loving you. That's all I can do. I forgot about that song. Oh my God. Oh, I love
Give
that.
us your social media so we can.
What's my social media? Instagram and Facebook, right?
Anything you want to give them.
What I want to give them? I want to give them. I love you.
Stop. We gotta go.
I love you, baby. I love you. I do more than you ever know. It's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. I need you. I need you. Baby, I need you. I do. I've got this burning desire. My soul's on fire. Can't you see you're my everything? 'Cause baby, when we're together, say I'm alright and you're alright, it's like paradise. And I just want you to know how I feel. Oh man, that feels so good. Oh man.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, Singing Gina.
Spell it.
SINGINGINA at Gmail.
Singing Gina again.
Oh, I sell sea moss. If anybody wants to buy sea moss, I do sea moss. I'm a plant-based cook. And check this out. I do no animal products. And look what the fuck I'm wearing. Listen to hypocrisy. I got to get rid of this coat. It's a full-length black mink coat.
Well, you can leave it here if you want. Somebody.
No, that's fuck that. No, listen. I'm struggling. Let me tell you how crazy this was. I was at a vegan store when I was in here before November, trying to convince this girl to go vegan. I had this coat on, trying to convince her to go vegan. She was talking about animal. I said animal products and blah 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 blah. I looked in the mirror. I said, Gina, how many animals were killed for this coat? How many minks were killed? And I'm talking about I don't wear leather shoes. I just So things I have to get better at, So I'm an animal. Listen to me, plant-based cook. I do sea moss. And I'm thinking about if I can get understanding, some help with how to do. What was that about? What was that exchange about? It's time to go.
No.
It's time to go
No,
now.
I'm just trying to fire her. That's it.
Time to fire who?
Her.
You want her to stop?
I want to fire her.
Why?
I just don't like. She does a good job. I don't like anybody.
Oh, are you being funny?
No, I'm serious.
You literally want to fire? Is she getting paid for this?
Yes.
You pay her a lot of money?
Doesn't matter.
Do you want to stop? You want to quit this job?
You don't want to quit?
Rejection is usually protection. So if you get fired, it's good for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yes, I know.
Don't worry about it. She's a Virgo, perfectionist. She's gonna be fine.
She will.
She's gonna be angry and hate you forever, but she's gonna be fine. Them Virgos hold like
Hopefully she
like a
turned
mailman.
Hopefully she turned that hate into cake.
You're not gonna fire her. You never fire her. No.
I fire people.
Despite just being mean.
Yeah, I'm not a nice guy. I can tell you. Yeah, G, shout out.
You're a nice guy.
G,
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That sarcasm, G, is not good. I don't like it.
Got a meeting after the show.
You know what? You know
She
he is.
already checked me already.
He is so afraid of being moist. He hates moistness.
She checked me for the future. Hey, yeah.
He hates moistness.
She checked me.
That's my friend for life now.
I love you.
Right?
I appreciate you.
For real.
You checked me. I can take a check.
I'm not trying to see. You gotta stop that checking. I'm not
I'm
trying to
all
check
right.
you. You're all right.
Now, the end is near.
Oh, you like music? You like different types of music. I see. I see. You like Caucasian music. Some of it. Some
Yes, I do.
European. Yeah.
I like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. I do too.
Watch a documentary.
Really.
Very good on that.
Why do birds suddenly appear? Who was that? Every time you come near, just like me, they long to be close to you. The Carpenters. We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises. A kiss for luck and we're on our way.
Yeah, it's over, G.
Sharing horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. Talking it over, just the two of us. Working together day by day. Together. It's time to go.
This is the first. This episode was past over 4 hours.
It's almost 2. It's 2:00.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Gina, 4-hour show, first time in history.
How long was
That is ridiculousness.
The costume was
like
3:40.
Sister.
11, 12, 1, 2.
Ridiculousness.
4-hour show.
But you say you're gonna cut some of.
Well, I'm gonna cut.
He's gonna cut every part that has to do with his emotions. anything with his moist.
Very smart.
It's just
So let me tell you
Ladies and gentlemen,
emotions taking
every
me
time
over.
Lip gets moist, he's gonna cut it.
Well, let me tell y'all this. Listen,
He's anti-moist.
hold on. Can I say this? Listen, salute everybody.
I got the anti-moist.
Hold on, Miss Gina.
Anti-moist.
Miss Gina, hold on.
What up, son? We about to end this. What up, son? Let's go.
Hold on, Miss Gina.
Let's go.
If you want to watch Miss Gina check Queens Flip,
Oh, that's nice.
make sure you go to
Sharing
Patreon.com right now.
horizons that are new to
Patreon.com/Flip
us.
the Script Pod if you want to watch Miss Gina G check Queens Flip.
Oh, Gina, that's good, right?
That is nice.
Gina check. Yo, man, dope episode. Make sure y'all follow the pages, man.
I'm all right.
At DJ G Money.
You can't. Is
You know
that your
the
size?
pages already,
Is that your
man.
size?
Oh, you trying to snap on him?
No. Oh, he did that. That's not your size.
Yo, man, shout out to today's sponsor, man.
Gina.
Sponsor alert. Shout out to at the real King Dave,
That's
man.
cute.
Queens.
It's too small.
How you gonna put it over the hoodie like
It's
that?
too small.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Why you burst into clothes like that?
Yo, man. Shout out to King
It's like
Dave.
Baby Huey.
His project is out right now.
You look like a fat guy right now.
Don't
I'm sorry.
you
Right now, you
joke
look
on
like a
my
fat
friend
guy
like
trying
that.
to put his shirt on.
Fat
Look, that's how
guy
fat guys
in
do.
the
They
coat.
struggle. You can see your breast. You can see your titties. I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. I swear.
much you like
I'm
it?
not a comedian. I'm not trying to be funny.
Miss Gina, can you stop?
You look like you have breasts. I'm telling you. You wear a bra?
Yes.
What size?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I do.
Like a 34 or something?
Yeah, I'm into that.
That's not. But it looks like you have a sports bra right there.
Hey, don't talk to my friend like that.
And you better not laugh.
I'm trying not to.
I'm all right.
No, it looks a little tight.
Because he.
It's all right.
I can see your nipples.
She's much, you know. You gotta know
I can see your nipples.
I can see your nipples, baby. But Gina, you lucky. I listen, yeah, G.
Lucky, nigga, you ain't said a word. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on,
Son, let's go.
Gina, leave me alone.
Let's go.
Auntie,
Let's go.
stop.
Listen, I was doing snaps where you was born, son. Let's go.
Auntie, stand down.
I'm ready.
I don't want no problem.
I'm ready.
Oh, she is something.
See, he's saying that because he really knows that I'm time enough for him. So he's trying to act like, you know,
Whatever you
that'll
feel.
work with me. But let's go.
Whatever you feel. Cain kill Abel.
Huh? Cain and Abel. That was two men. What are you talking? What's that to do with me and you?
Meaning that,
Or two brothers?
yeah, you killed me. So go ahead, G. You
Yo.
get it later on when you go home.
That was the corniest shit in the world.
You get it later.
Why are you trying to?
We gotta leave, Miss Gina. What are you doing?
So what power do I have to make you stay?
Because you keep speaking while we gotta
So you
stop.
can stop. You can stop right now.
No, that's not how it works. It's a format, Miss Gina.
You can just stop. You can edit me out. You can stop
No,
me.
you had to stop speaking.
Stop.
So you can sign up.
In the name of love. Before you break my heart, thinking
Miss Gina,
over.
we have to sign out.
Okay, so go ahead. Why are you holding me responsible? You give me too much power.
You cannot
go ahead,
speak
sign out.
on the mic during the sign out. It's a rule. Look,
See, you know what?
turn to the rules.
You should give me the parameters before. See, that's your fault. That's bad direction. You should give me all the parameters before a certain amount of time. See, people who are professional do that. But
I'm not professional.
okay.
What is going on today?
I'm not talking.
Yo, shout out to King
That
Dave,
shirt
man.
is very tight. Isn't that shirt tight?
King,
That's a tight ass shirt.
I don't know why he put it over the hoodie.
I don't know why.
King Dave.
No, he's doing it for the people.
Yeah, it's for the people. Shout out to King Dave, man. Southside content creator, you know what I'm saying? The project is out right now. Savage. It's dope. It's on Spotify, Tidal, all that. Take your phone. You could take a picture. Put your camera on the shirt.
Whose shirt is that?
It's an artist named King Dave.
King Dave. Okay. Listen, can I do a shout out to somebody, to some people? Can I do that? That's nice.
Oh, there we go. All right. Put the camera on.
What is
the
up?
shirt.
What is that?
Miss Gina, just give your shout
That's
out
his,
so we can
that's
What
his
is
logo.
it?
King Dave.
No,
He's an artist.
But what is it? What is it?
He's an artist.
It looks like a Martian stuff. Martian. Would you wear that outside? No, I'm not trying to diss him. But
This is an artist named King Dave.
Stand
This is
down.
what is on that shirt?
It's
What
his
is
lo-
it?
It's his logo.
I'm out. You're not.
This is his
But
logo.
get up and leave. Who's stopping you?
You are.
Just go ahead and leave. What the fuck is the problem?
Because you gotta stop talking so we can leave.
Can you cut the camera off?
Hold on.
No, you on
Give
the
us-
mic.
Give us like 30 seconds. Hold on. Give us 30 seconds.
I'm alright.
Yo, put your camera phone on the t-shirt. It's dope. Go right to the music, you know what I'm saying? Savage Project is out right now.
Miss Gina, really?
King Dave on Instagram, the real King Dave. Shout out to him, man.
What's wrong with this man?
You know, for
Little shirt off.
the first time we have
shirt off.
an extremely, and I enjoyed this interview.
Nah, this is good.
I enjoyed it, but Miss Gina is extremely rude right now.
I'm not being rude.
Extremely rude.
Oh, man.
Extremely rude. And I'm going to sit here quiet for about 5 seconds
All right.
to represent Michael Jackson.
Been the two of us.
Yeah, this Queens Flip, man. Listen, man. URL TV. Shout out to the whole team. Miss Gina, excuse me. Shout out to Basco. Shout out to Basky. Shout out to Michelle, who's about to be up out of here with Miss Gina. Shout out to G Money. Follow us, DJ G Money 156. Queens Flip with a Z. Flip the Script Pod. Sign. Miss Gina, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Lock your doors. Close your windows. Close your blinds. Open your blinds. And if you see Miss Gina on your lawn, put it away. She don't mean no harm. But don't let her in because she'll sing to you all night long. I'm from Queens.